Did you think it was?
How you doing, people? Welcome to the stream. I am early. I know it's 3 minutes past 10 and my actual stream starts at 10, but I started the stream at 1 minute to 10, so technically I'm early and you're late, so there. Lena, Blind Illusions, Mike Macon, Tash, Adrea, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Mike Macon was actually streaming earlier today. He was streaming the amazing Guild Wars 2, showing off all the stuff and things and the cool classes that they have and the difference it is from one MMO to another. That was very, very cool to watch. Welcome to the stream and have a shout out if you're not having one already. Someone needs to fix it. Conjured Samurai, Goms, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Here's a ninja button. Dude, it's been fucking ages since I've seen the character creation screen for Guild Wars 2. That was pretty fucking cool. Almost got the itch, but not quite enough because I don't have enough time to play the stuff I'm already playing, so I can't do that as well. But it was pretty cool. That is the amazing Tony Silver. She just dropped off to a care package, which is already opened for me. One of them is a coffee, and the other one is a bottle of water. Yes, I'm going to drink that with my face. Lady Pandemonium, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. It's become my second favorite game for sure. He said for show. He tried to do the gangster thing then. He tried to talk real cool. Speaking of fucking gangsters online, oh, I had one today. Oh! Some people say some stupid shit on the internet. Lady Pandemonium, here's a ninja button. Where did I get to? Listen to this very carefully. So first of all, this wasn't on my stream. This is on somebody else's. But someone was complaining about how controller and keyboard are... One is difficult, one isn't, blah, 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 blah. And, listen to this very carefully, because there's some gang signs thrown in this one. And yes, I'm going to say that facetiously. Someone posted into somebody else's stream Aiming with a controller makes me want to slap a hoe. First of all, that's rather drastic. Secondly, which version are we talking about? Are we talking about an actual Lady of the Night, or are we talking about a garden tool? Because both of them are quite dramatic if that's the outcome for you getting mad at your controller or keyboard. That's really random as well. Really random. It's like saying, oh my god, my keyboard's frustrating me. It makes me so mad I want to headbutt a fridge. Or trip up a pope. Like, what the fuck sort of gauge is that for that? You couldn't be a gangster if you tried. And it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Like, what the fuck was that? Dear, dear. No, next question. Do you think I'm a gangster? Definitely not. Tabnator, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. And the other one, which almost got mildly spoiled. I was going to save it for my stream, but some of you heard about it earlier. And I'll reiterate what happened. There was a, like, Mrs. I know you don't do anything wrong, but I am enraged due to the controller troubles, right? Imagine that. One person, I'll paraphrase it. Well, I won't paraphrase it. I'll cut it down. It's paraphrasing. No, it isn't. I'm going to use the exact words. I'm just going to cut some out. They basically decided that they wanted to play the game like WoW, but they couldn't. And they were mad that the ESO Plus thing existed and put a paywall in the way for their crafting bag needs. Someone said hello. And apparently, the ESO subscription... Get ready for this. I'm going to drum roll slightly. You can't hear the drum roll, but I'm going to do it anyway in my head. The ESO subscription, in their mind, in their words, their exact words, was predatory. Predatory subscription. Bear in mind, this particular person wanted to play a bow build, and they wanted to play a long-ranged bow build with a pet like a WoW hunter. You want to play a predator in a different game, the same as a different game you don't want to play, and you think that the subscription service is predatory. It's not a fucking pedo. The subscription service is the best value for money you will ever find for any MMO in the world. And just bear in mind, we just found out how old you actually are because you don't remember when Warcraft was subscription only. Stuff that up, you predatory hunter. Let me type out as a WoW player whining about a paywall in another game. Imagine that. Hi, Killer Cobra, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Skellington, also, how you doing? Andrea, are you up for round 2? That's agreement, right? Fucking... Predatory definition, inclined or intended to injure or exploit others for personal gain or profit. Imagine that. WoW is not subscription only. I don't know, there's older servers that aren't. But originally it was regardless. And many other games were. In fact, nearly every single MMO out there used to be subscription only, unless it's relatively new. When did I get to? I read that one already. So turns and stares into the very depths of the camera. Thank you, Mike. Shout out to Tony Silver in the chat, please, if you haven't followed already. She just finished her stream a moment ago. Give her a follow and catch her in the next one, which I believe is tomorrow, I think. Bat Guy, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Can they not play a bear warden with a bow, by the way? They can. It was on... Batman, you got to keep up because you just joined halfway through the conversation. But get ready for this. That comment was on a 1-bar bow build that is a warden with a bear. I know. It's been that kind of Saturday. And we went out into public today, and there's loads of shitheads everywhere. There's loads of them in real life. I couldn't believe it. Tony Silver, by the way, does character backstories. Check it out. Correct! I'm getting to that as well. Mike has already shouted it, which was fucking mega. Thank you very much. So if you put website in the chat and go to the end tab at the top, you'll see one called Stories. Those are character backstories. You can see some examples of Tony's own personal work. And what will happen there is if you like them very much, and you can't figure out your own story for your own character, you can't make it line up, and then in your next D&D game, you've turned up with half a story, don't do that again. Read properly. There's a link there where you can click on a button and communicate with Tony in order to get her, for a fee, to fix your story for you or make a brand new one. Yes, you can get your own character backstory for monies. Jilly, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Moonraker, how you doing? Cool name, by the way. Very cool name. Is Adrea joining me or what? I'm not sure if we're doing round 2 or not. If we are, that would be great because yesterday's focused efforts were absolute pants. Someone do a fart. Website link, thank you very much. So go to the end, press on stories, read up on the couple that are there already. There's one there every Saturday at the moment. And if you want your own, go to the bottom of the page, you can do it. That's exactly what it sounds like. Turtle Swatter, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're gonna see if we can do a do-over. Where basically we pretend yesterday didn't happen. Thank you for the fart. And then we get more better at RNG. That's a really funny name. I don't need the thing anymore. Go away. Okay, but it means me getting up off the sofa and putting the game in, so we better get some good buffs. Yes. Everyone in the chat that has emotes or has access to any kind of emotes that are cool, throw them in the chat in abundance so that we get better RNG Jesus, so that we get focused efforts times 5 each. That's all we want. This is King Viper, by the way, new account on a new laptop. How come you didn't log into the internet website called Twitch that already existed on your other laptop? I mean, because you can use the same account. You just have to log into it. Also, hi. Stadium, Stay Frosty, your Hype Zion Ninjas. How you doing, Slayer? Welcome to the stream. We are, actually. We are both frozen ninjas. Quite literally, actually. Every half a year I come around, you tell again. Yes. N64, GoldenEye 007. See? And for those that don't know, that is actually a very special mission that you actually get unlocked once you've completed it. So if you didn't know, you do now. I don't know how you didn't know if you know about GoldenEye, but yep. There's a Moonraker level where you have to go through the silo and launch a rocket and all that kind of stuff. And you have a wicked laser gun. And there's 3 different difficulties. And I was in the N64 magazine for it because I smashed the shit out of it to the point where I got the best score. It was banging. It was a long time ago, though. Vijix, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Good morning, Zion Ninjas from Down Under. Hope everyone is doing... everyone has some good RNG. Ozzy, thank you very much indeed for joining. Welcome in. That is a lot of emotes. That is definitely going to give us that. I played a few thousand hours. What, GoldenEye? Yeah, me too. Dude, I don't even know how many hours I put into that because back then they didn't track it. I mean, it's probably a good job they did. Didn't have that then because I would probably realize I spent way too much time on it. I mean, that's time I'm not going to get back. I don't want to either. It was good. Stack is a favorite multiplayer character. I just hope you didn't play Oddjob. Because anyone who plays Oddjob is just default shit. Could not get into Google account. Okay. So, you have different internet on 2 different devices. I love it when people do that. I had a mate of mine do that before. He had 2-step verification on his Google account. And, what the shit? And you made it, you did. And he rung me up, right? He hasn't rung me for fucking ages. We haven't rung each other for fucking ages because we've been busy. But he phoned me up. Rach, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. First time I played Moonraker. I played the first Moonraker Elite. Nice. The phone call went as follows. Basically, hello mate, I've been spoken to you for ages. Yeah, I know. You know about computers, don't you? Yes, obviously you know I do. You know what I used to do for a living. It's like, yeah, I can't get my Google account. Like, that's not computers. That's Google. You know, the massive multi-billion or trillion-dollar company that basically rules the world in search engines. It's like, yeah, I locked myself out of my account. All right, that was silly. Have you got 2-step verification? Yeah. Okay, why don't you use that? Because I forgot it. What do you want me to do? Well, can't you fix it? Dude, if you could fix 2-step verification just by ringing up your mate, don't you think there would be a lot more hacked accounts? Because someone would be making some money out of that. Like, dude, stop forgetting your password. Stop forgetting your 2-step verification password in case you forget your password. You need a 3rd one in case you forgot your 2nd password, apparently. I can't help you. There's nothing I can do. Oh, well, that's shit. I thought you'd be able to help. Well, you thought fucking wrong then, didn't you? Not a chance. I mean, general stuff like you forgot your password. That's easy. You just go, oi mate, go to forgot password, click that, they'll sort it for you. Oh, brilliant. But you forgot your special one to unlock just in case you forgot your basic one? Oh, I didn't want to be rude, but I was like, you fucked it, mate. Simple as that. Facepalm tree, 100%. Yeah. Got a fingerprint scanner. Yep, use that. I can't. Why not? Oh, got bored and cut off all my fingers. Well, that was silly, wasn't it? Fix it for me. Can't fix it. Can't fix it. You can always look up their cookies and save the accounts in their browser. You could, but it was a brand new phone and they didn't remember their passwords from their old phone because they smashed it. So they had no access at all. Also, this is hindsight. I'm just speaking about stupid pen. Turtle Swatter with the gigantified emote. Thank you very much indeed for the bits. Hugely appreciated. Slap Keeks as well. Slapped her in the Keeks. 73,680 bits so far. Akina, welcome to the stream. How you doing? We are going for 1,000,000 bits, people. We're at 73k so far. Run, 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 run. I've already got the quest from yesterday. Picked it up after the Easter special thing, didn't I? That means I'm staggering special things, because I don't always use them. And I ran out. Let's go, let's go! Right, we are on Nature's Bounty and Tempest, and today we're going to get focused... Hello there. Today we're going to get focused efforts. And early. We need it early. I'm in that position, I smashed my phone and all my passwords have gone with it. Yeah, but you know, oh shit, I can't do anything. Or maybe you can. But this dude was like, yeah, I've forgotten absolutely everything, including my extra security settings. Like, so... The one that you needed just in case everything goes boom is the one thing that you can't access in any way, shape, or form because you do not have any device left with it open in it. Yeah. Well, you're fucked then. Or you could just contact Google and then they'll go through this very, very, very painful process of trying to identify you. Which I still can't help with. Equinorbs, yes. I need to pull the chair forward, but I can't because the cat has decided to basically become one with the chair. And if I move, I'm going to roll over his head. I don't know why he's being nice for. Obviously he wants something. I'd fed him already. Why am I all the way over there? You're dead. Right over his head, would he notice? Probably not. Dude, everything's dead. I ran in to go and kill something and it was gone. So I always have my old devices in a box ready to go. Yeah, they had an old device and it got destroyed. The point is, they had zero possibility of recovering it and expected me to do it. That's the story. Fucked absolutely everything. Doesn't matter how much hindsight or advice you can give. Fucked everything and then expected a phone call to fix it. Like, dude, I'm not Google. I can't do anything. Fuck 'em. The point is they fucked up. They did. 100%. Imagine trying to tell your mate that. Yeah, you fucked up, mate. Well, how? It doesn't matter how many times I tried to explain this to you. It doesn't matter how many times you don't get it. There's nothing I can do. Now you get it? Exactly. So, yeah, but you know computers was a way to somehow justify a way that I can get through this Google brick wall that I don't work for. Like, no. In the news, Ireland is not Google. Global markets crash in response. Film at 11. Which way do they crash? Because if it's in my favor, that'll work. Now XY. Ah, Buddha did that earlier. Buddha was in Mike's stream. Buddha needs a shout out, by the way. He was in Mike's stream and he did the David Attenborough redeem. But instead of putting my actual name, he put XY, which basically killed Google for that particular statement. I mean, it still kind of works, but David Attenborough knows who I am. David Attenborough doesn't know the shortened version. So it was half funny and half failed. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Put the whole name. Actually, I smashed my phone, falling asleep while listening to your stream. Therefore, it's your duty to recover all my passwords you owe me. Okay. It's 17 stars, but the 4th and the 14th are capitals. Capital stars. With an exclamation point star at the end. That should recover all of your files. Move a chair now, the cat has been taunted. Oh, thank fuck for that. Oh, yeah, yeah. There we go. That's better. Let's sit closer to the desk. Wonderful. You're welcome. One I find rang me 2 months ago and he lost his phone 2 nights before. On the way home from a party. Fucking rip. Guardian Pestilence. Yes. Special buff. Tomorrow, by the way, is going to be a Conan stream because I need to show off the new season because it has started now. Season 3 has been active for 3 days now, and it's already banging. People are leveling very, very fast. The Blitz server is designed to be very, very hardcore PvP, actual survival experience where everything is difficult, but balanced in a very particular way. Put Blitz in the chat if you want to know more about that. That is on PlayStation and it is free. Unless, of course, you want Battle Pass, in which case you get some extra perks. That is a Patreon perk. I'll be going over there. G-Portal in the chat. I'm a G-Portal partner. If you have not delved into making dabbled into making your own servers and you don't want to join mine, go and make your own servers. And if you use that link, you get 10% off. There's no messing around. There's no, oh, I need to put in these special details, do a backflip, remember my 2-step verification code on my phone I haven't used for 4 million years. No, you click that and it automatically adds it to the web page account, whatever the fuck account you log into. Done. Easy peasy. Focused efforts. Let's go. More emotes, people. That one worked. Focused efforts on the fucking second boss. In timely manner, of course. Bear in mind, if the messages are way too long, given the fact that I read every single message that I ever see on stream, which most streamers do not and cannot do. If it's too long and I miss it, it's tough shit. Let me get there. He waited until the battery was 1%, so we had a few minutes left to locate the device tracker. It was a big plaza. Took only twice 4 hours to go from the store to store, asking if they found one. On the second round, we found it secured at a security desk. Was close to the first time. How the fuck did you get your phone back? Found it at a security desk. You're lucky. Absolutely fucking lucky. 9 times out of 10, they're just gone. That... It used up all his RNG. Don't go in Infinite Archive. Don't put on any lottery tickets. Don't go into Infinite Archive. You won't get focused efforts. You won't win the lottery. Your RNG for life is done. Not mine, his, and he didn't had backup. Insane. No, I got it was his because you said your friend at the party. But that's fucking crazy. Usually it's a trap, like something's missing. Like if you lose a wallet, you'll find it with all your cards in because no one can fucking use them until they tap out and they can't put the password in or PIN number. And then you call them up. Have you found my wallet? Yeah, I found your wallet. Is there any money in it? Don't be fucking stupid. He asked me for advice on what to buy next and didn't even know what. Didn't even know we could track it. Yeah, you can track them. You didn't know you can do that? Dude, you played GoldenEye. You remember what phones were like when they first came out. You know what they can do now. Yeah, you can do all that stuff. That's why they're not worth stealing anymore unless people know exactly how to get rid of that stuff. And we're swerving that conversation onto other things before that gets out of hand. Oh, dear. Didn't even know he could track it. Oh, he didn't know. See, that means a different... That's... You're using Samsung because you just got Samsunged. The response that I give is very, very different when you put the difference between we and he. That's the important part. You spelled advice correctly but couldn't get we or he right. You've got a Samsung. That's what's put a million emotes. Tony has as well. Right. That means we're getting another focused efforts. Dude, we're going to wreck this place. Adrea's going to get focused efforts as well. That would be great. I want 5 focused efforts, 5 adaptive conquerors, and a fuck ton of crit chance. Of course he got Samsung. It's a bit of a joke on the stream. If people typo stuff, I just tell them they got Samsunged even if they're using something that isn't a Samsung. Because everybody knows when you type in a text message, you typed it exactly as you want to, and it goes, are you sure? Yes. And then it goes, I've changed it, and it's already sent. Nothing you can do. You on a P9 PXL? Is that a Samsung Pixel? These are ninjas. JD, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Anyway, the joke will get destroyed if I have to keep explaining it. Is that the same phone you use to write your name? If someone steals my card, they can keep it. Most likely they will use less than my girlfriend. Wow! Your card has been missing for 4 days. Nothing has been bought. Keep it. Force Slayer. Boing. Oh, this is disgusting. Wow, dude. What the fuck? I know it's only Arc 1, but that was a very, very, very lucky to get focused efforts that soon. Swift Gale as well. This boss is dead. Look at this for a start. Fantastic. I like boards like that. Valerio! Oh dear. Did they put the subclass crud in yet? It's not crap. It's really good. And no. I see you've scoured the internet to find the wrong information about whether it's good or bad, but yet haven't found the information about when it lands. Do you want me to tell you? It lands on the 2nd of June for PC and the 18th of June for console. Who is better, like Main DD, Arcanist, or Sorcerer? There isn't one. Hello there. Welcome to the stream, Jason Derulo. Best is subjective. There is no best in ESO. There's too many billions of possibilities. It's all about how you prefer to play. And here's when I use to commute even, not communicate, on a bike to work. I have half a dozen bullets with documents and money always returned. It's fucking crazy. I don't believe there's that many honest people in the world. Because I've been outside before. It's good that people return stuff though. I mean, if it's a wallet, at least you're getting your wallet back. If it had money in it, it had money in it. Maybe it depends where you live. Exsanguinate, nice.
This swing doesn't look too out of sorts, but I'll have to do a full inventory to be sure.
Appreciate it, and I'd love to have mine back too if I lose it, obviously. But, generally speaking, depending on where you live, or depending on who finds it in the first place, that is rare. So good job. Happy days for everyone. Whee, boing, up. Don't need to go after them. Go after him. Oh, oi, oi, oi. Disgusting. So, let's go. Tomfoolery all day long. And Pestilent Globs. It's not even going to get used. There's no point. Dre's got Fire Aura. Very nice. This one will report found wallet to the police, but not hand it over. Experience taught them that the police pocket the money themselves. Yep. That's the thing, right? If you're playing a roleplay game and you had the ability to go through that scenario where you're the law and you get to deal with the things that are found, and you know full well you can get away with keeping it and then completing your quest anyway, are you going to do it? What makes you think people in real life are any different? Unforgiven Car Park, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Unforgiven Car Park, be the good luck charm. Bastard. I'll take the fire bonus, even though I've got no fire going on at the moment, because if we do get the rest of the stacks, we can turn it into the transformation. That would be banging. Here's a ninja button. You trying to get me with the icicle. Dude, the sound can't even keep up. They're dead. Guns and Raiders! How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Fire orb will work. Give us fucking McForearms. We'll just melt him. Wow. You do realize we're getting add-ons in like 3, 4, well, not even that actually. It's gonna be just over a month now for console, a month and a couple weeks. Month and a half. So, you'll be able to see just how stupid some of this shit is if you haven't already done so on PC. We're talking to the console people now, by the way. So that's something to look forward to. Not to gatekeep, but to go, ooh, remember that time I did the thing? Yep. You got it recorded. Excellent.
I love winning. Drinks all
King
around.
Viper has followed. Thank you, King Viper. I thought you were already following. Thank you very much indeed. Massively appreciate it. Being Cake in the chat. Welcome in. Did you find your account again with your 2-step verification settings? Delete your old account and then refollow on the account that you never unfollowed on? Or is it a different King Viper? Maybe there's 2. Today's world, it's not that hard to find someone. The only time I didn't do it myself is when it was foreign passport with tickets for the next day. That was miles away from where I was talking about, but are we back on the other stuff? Today's world, it's not that hard to find someone. Correct. It's very easy to find people. Because everyone's got a tracker on them. It's called the internet. It's been easy since 1995. Just easier. There, fixed it. You fixed it. You're back. You unfollowed on the account that you didn't have access to, so you couldn't have unfollowed. And then you made a new account and followed. And now you've got access to your old account that you didn't unfollow off of and followed. This is genius. What's the best class? There isn't one. Any class, any race, any role. Literally the tagline for the game and the design for the game. Just depends on your personal preference and what you're better at. Depends on how you build. As to what you would like the most, I guess. And with subclass, that makes it even less of a real thing. Be able to mix it up. You're new? Welcome. You're going to love it. Any class, any race, any role, horizontal progression, play with anyone at any time. Every single piece of content is the same level. On purpose. Billions of possibilities on purpose, again, to make it as Elder Scrolls as possible, where you can do whatever the fuck you want. Might be good, might be bad. Find out. Welcome to the game. You're going to fucking love it. I can't wait for add-ons. Spend hours looking for 20 hours to have the display case plan. Oh, you mean so you can go inside all of the inventories and find out where the hell your stuff is? Yeah, that'll be handy. Hey, Ninjas Buddha! Have a shout out in the chat if you haven't seen Buddha's stream already. Go watch him. He does streams sometimes. Shout out in the chat. Got a game, gotta go. Play something myself. It's half an hour to midnight. Enjoy, Moonraker. Thank you for joining. Much appreciated. Turtle Swatter. The swatter of the turtle. Thank you for the gifted sub, actually. Bit and Cake in the chat. 513 on the channel. Absolute legend. Refresh your stream. You don't have to watch adverts anymore. You're level 6 on Robot Wars. It's called War Robots. Dude, good. Are you enjoying it? I played a bit earlier. I had to kind of break up the day a little bit. And so while Tony was on her live stream, I shot a few people with some sniper rifles. It was mega. So far, dude, it's a banging game. Really, really fun. You will get wiped out sometimes, but then other times you'll just destroy people as well. It's a basic model of team deathmatch. Fucking fun. Necrotic strikes. Don't need it at all, but I'm going to take it so it doesn't hog that spot. So we started off with really good buffs and bonuses. Now we're a bit meh. I've got one of the first one of 3 different transformations. You start with the Warden. Nice! Very nice. Bear in mind, it's not like other MMOs where it's like, oh, this class must do this, or this class must do that. Every class can play every single role effectively. It just depends on how you want to play and how you want to build. So press buttons, find out what skills do, make things look really cool, and then go from there. Outside of that, if you want beginner help, there's a shit ton of guides on the channel for the How to Get Good series. Put beginner in the chat. If you want some more advanced stuff, there's more stuff later on. There's a shit ton of guides on my channel and on my website, but I would not encourage you to necessarily go too deep into that right now. I would encourage you to get into the game and just go wherever the hell you want. Find stuff out, press buttons and see what you like to do, and then start investing more time into kind of a direct path if you really want to, or just do everything. The level up guide there is to teach you how to level efficiently, because people will force you to believe that power leveling will help you. and it won't. Power leveling will make shit players because it makes them go forwards far too quickly. They get to those champion point levels that they magically need, apparently, and then you'll lose your leveling increase stats. So while you are lower level, playing with other people that are higher level, your stats are elevated. Once you get to 50, you lose them all. So if you don't get your skill points along the way to implement some passives and such along the way, once you get to 50 and you lose all your stats, your passives won't help plug the gaps. So you need to go back and get them. But now you're fighting content with no crutch, so it's harder to get those points. So that level up guide will help you to level efficiently, enjoy your game, and make sure that you're in a really safe state once you do get to those magic levels that you think you need. Also, don't bother looking up builds until you are level 160 champion points. Once you finally do get there, you'll probably have a better grasp on whatever it is you want to do, and then you can invest a bit of time into potential builds, or make your own. Do what you want. But if you do that before 160, you're going to waste your time. You are going to be too much... There's going to be too much tunnel vision. You're going to miss half the fucking fun along the way. And you're going to out-level all the gear you pick up anyway. So don't bother farming for all that shit right now. Just go and play the game, enjoy it. And go back to the whole build side of things once you're 160. Again, bear in mind, while those builds do exist, you do not have to follow any of them. You could just play the game however you wanted and just make your own. Exactly what I do. Difference is I have a platform to share it. Boss face. Oh, not this dude again. We wrecked him yesterday and he deleted himself. This will be awful because we've got focused efforts now. So this boss broke yesterday and we won the Infinite Archive. We completed it. He didn't come back. The mechanics just stayed. Has he got a corpse? Oh my fucking god, not again. Oh, it worked. Thank God for that. Woo! That would have been awful. Focused efforts on Arc 1 and then the boss breaks. I'm gonna take this, and then I've got 2 stacks. I need 1 more of those, and I've got Juffy unlocked. Infinite in the chat if you don't know what the fuck I'm playing here. This is an arena. Oh, no, it's not. Well, it counts as an arena, but it's survival. Basically, lots and lots and lots of different rooms with trash and bosses, and they are random. There is a system, obviously, for when things spawn. So trash, trash, boss, trash, trash, boss. Up to 5 times, and then on the 5th one, it's the arc boss. After you've done that, you go into the next arc and start all over again. Each arc you get to increases in difficulty. The only content in the game that actively scales indefinitely to the point where you finish when you die. Hence the term survival mode, which most people are familiar with, but they keep using just about every other complex game mode they can possibly imagine to describe it. It's survival. You stay until you die. Hello all. Rum, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the link. But has been here for no pants for 135 streams. Banging. Get off. Dude, this is very, very fast, but we're lacking the extra focused efforts, so we're going to start plateauing soon. We need to get more. Nothing wrong with when you get to the kind of plateauing stage, but if it's in the lower ranks and you're trying to go for a really long run, that is annoying. RNG Jesus is a massive contributor to your performance in here. How dare you? Negate Babil. Get off. The guard needs to be taunted instantly. They are very dangerous. Praise RNG Jesus. Run away. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. You can praise RNG Jesus if you want. Throw emotes in the chat to make it happen. I've got 1 so far. It was in Arc 1. That was really lucky. Oh my god, I can't even do it. Oh, I got Swift Gale. Didn't even see that. Rip. Fuck buffs. I was gonna die anyway. Yuck. Read that one already. Bit and cake, thank you very much. This is the one, people. This is the second focused efforts. We're definitely getting it. Definitely getting it. Definitely get fuck. We didn't get it. Monarch Bal Mini is funny as fuck. We're taking this. They're trying to force me to get the Necro transformation. To be fair, I can't whinge at this because I've got one focused efforts. One of 3 different types of transformations starting to unlock. 2 of them are into stage 2 already. So it's a pretty good board to start with. If that continues like that, by the time we get to Arc 5, we're going to have a really, really nasty board on our hands. It's like you're basically deck building for your character along the way. And you're presented with 3 choices each time. You got to make them count. The Lich. He's horrible. You can just block through everything and let them die. Oh, missed one. I'll give it Assault, sure. What set of build is good for stamina Dragonknight level maximum that can't do trials yet? Anything you want. There's billions of possibilities. You're not really exempt from any of the options out there. Stamina Dragonknight is broad though, because the hybridization changed what you would or would not need for a build, and Stam versus Mag is basically dead. Your resource cost is not necessarily a problem. Your resource amount is. So the one that is highest is the one you scale off of. So if you had nothing but magical abilities, but you had a fuck ton of Stam, it would scale off of that. But your recovery needs to be enough for you to maintain your skills. Anyway, short version out of the way. Put Toxicity in the chat. That's my main character. That's an option for you. Technically speaking, he used to be called a Stamina Dragonknight, but since he's got 3 Magicka skills now, that doesn't really count. It's physical damage type. Let's call it that. Thank you for the link. I think you might have to put Toxic. Toxicity, I think, is the name of the build, but not the command. My bad. Where the fuck is the Lightbringer? Oh, he is dead. Thank you for the link. Also, Murder in the chat for Murder of Fire. You might like that one. That's a full-on hybrid and was before the hybridization pass came in. And then when it did come in, it basically boosted it. Boing.
Don't forget to make your choice.
That build is mental. So much fucking fun. Let's go. Thanks. You are welcome, dude. No problem. Again, there's so many fucking choices. Things like that, like Stamina DK, is broad as fuck, but hopefully that helps. Get dead. Oh my god. What did I get? Beat down. That's not necessary. We'll take it though. Oof. Oh, that was... I thought he was standing beside us then. I thought he moved to the very close vicinity of us. Apparently not. Yuck. Where the fuck did he go? You can usually see the teleport that he's going to land in, and it looked like that was it, but it's not. Even Zion, everyone. Formation, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Here's a ninja button. Focus efforts. Pet buff? I don't want a pet buff. I'm going to have to take it because I want to chase this side in order to unlock the focused efforts inevitably. Not definitely, inevitably. The longer you stay, you are guaranteed to get them eventually. Obviously, there is a slight caveat to that. There's a lot. But it slims your chances if you don't take that. RNG Jesus is going to give me shit stuff on that side, isn't it? Unless it's really, really, really impactful on the defense and utility side of things, I'm going to take that all the time. We're going for it today. We're on Nature's Bounty and Tempest. Nature's Bounty is a very, very successful tank build with a big twist to it. It can blow up rooms and apply bristle all day long in area of effect without even failing. It's as much as a tank can be, but it's got a cool effect to it. Now, Tempest is the same idea, except instead of being a tank, it's a DPS build. Same process, same skills almost, within reason, but it is built for damage, so it's squishier. I'm basically that thing there with all the seats taken out and a NOS tank strapped to it. Weaponry is going to be only good for Wall of Elements. It does not affect susceptibility because susceptibility doesn't do any damage. Yeah, it does. It does status damage. Exactly. It does status damage, not weapon damage. So, it doesn't get boosted. Now, Wall of Elements does. So this here is actually going to hit quite hard, even though it's the weakest version of it. Which is why I can spam it. I had a loaded statement today. It was like, since they've nerfed Jesus Beam, I'm going to stop you there. No, they haven't. Well, they've increased the cost. No, they haven't. They've not increased the cost. What you've done is you've decided that over a almost 5-second period, it will cost you more than it used to for one cast. Bear in mind, one cast used to last 1.8 seconds, not 4.8. What they've done is they've made it so that over the same duration, it's cheaper. And initial casting is cheaper. So if you had to go Jesus Beam, that's dead. Jesus Beam, dead, 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 dead. And you quick ninja cast 1, 2, 3, 4. It's actually a lot less. Really good. Tested that internally before the PTS was mentioned, before it went live. Was very surprised at the way they'd approached it. And it actually did work out really well. It took me a little while to get used to it. I took it into Infinite Archive for like 4 or 5 arcs to try and test it. And it ended up working out really well. Longer beams, less complication, much easier to manage, and the damage that came out of it was fucking insane depending on how you built. Technically speaking, it's boosted. Much user-friendly, much more user-friendly as well. Especially for those that have been using Arcanist for a long time. Because you're probably used to the beams already. The good thing is that you could walk around while having a beam on a target and execute it while you're in and out of mechanics, whereas before you'd have to keep looking at it every 1.8 seconds and light attack beam, light attack beam. You don't have to do that anymore. Just beam and move around in a circle. For nearly 5 seconds, which is a big impact on your performance when you are trying to make it dead. You do have to consider the side effect, though. The side effect is that you do have to make sure that you stop your beam if you are about to take any CC type stuff, otherwise you'll be interrupted. But one of the passives that came with it, which people have overlooked, on the other skill line is if you're using a channeled skill, once every 15 seconds, so once every third cast, you block for 2 seconds for free. They lined those up quite smart. So you have opportunities to just ignore stuff and just go through the beam anyway. Oi, oi, oi! Mifflin! Thank you very much indeed. Massively appreciate a bit of cake in the chat. You're an absolute legend. You killed the Dragonborn. Get him. Welcome in. You know the rules. People to fight doesn't get them from scratch. If you kill the Dragonborn, you'll take their place to stream. I have to kill you instead. Mifflin, you're a legend with 43 gifted subs in total. Thank you very much. Take a bow. If you received a gifted sub, refresh your stream. You don't have to watch adverts anymore. How the hell are you? Long time no see. Welcome in. I'm in the Infinite of Archives with Tempest, me, and Nature's Bounty, Adrea, and we're smashing faces. I got 1 focused effort so far. It was really lucky to get it that early, so we've got a really good start, but I'm waiting for some more. If we can get a little bit better on the RNG with focused efforts, we'll be going quite a long way. Although, to be fair, the transformation RNG has been pretty good so far. I haven't got a full one yet, but I have got 3 of them started, so not too bad. Strong Hand, how you doing? Welcome in. Watch out for Pumbaa. And Spaled. This is a greeting. It is. That is a samurai. Archival assault. Yes.
Are you done in here? Oh, that's good then.
Also, if you want to see some of the subclass and stuff, I was pissing around on PTS a while back on livestream, where I put Quiver and some Necro stuff alongside it. just play an Infinite Archive on the already existing quiver, but altered it by adding Necro stuff to it. If you didn't see that already, that is the VOD that went up live on YouTube today. Check it out after the stream. Bookmark it for later. Then you have something to watch while you're trying to sleep. It was actually pretty fun. I'm going to have to chase this. They give me a bit of shit there. Don't want the board to be too big. The last 2 buffs have not been good. I mean, that one's not terrible. But it's not what I'm after. Oh, of course he's immune. I got him, dude. That is fucking McForearms. I just heard him. Please don't be behind me. Please don't be behind me. He's behind me, isn't he? Oh, there he is. Whoa! And just in case the Drea gets in trouble, I can actually heal him. With these magic trees. Hey! You dropped him, dude! You dropped the boss! Thank you! That was risky. Good job I have this sword and board on the back that I can heavy attack with to get stamina back. Andrea, he's fucking dropped. What's he doing today? Do not drop him. He's the one you shouldn't ever drop. Woo! Awesome, doing good. Just been busy with work and stuff, as you should be. So overlap makes me miss more of your streams, unfortunately. Hope you're doing well too. Get in there, dude. Support link. Thank you, Turtle Swatter. Much appreciated. That is a support link to try and... well, that will explain how we've been doing. Relentlessly working all day, all night, every bloody day. Not just for the sake of working, obviously, to deliver content, but to catch the fuck up, because 2024 hit hard. So, if you want to help with that, there's a support link there. If not, keep watching the show anyway. Salvas, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. You followed a title. You did follow a title. You came here. All the way to here. To Costadel, how the fuck did we get here? Drop. Spellfucker. Uh-oh. Don't put the thing on my head. Don't put the thing on my head. Don't put the thing... He's dead. Excellent. Planned that all along. I do not like Spriggans. Not because they're necessarily really dangerous, but because they do not respect the rules of CC. They don't seem to listen to crowd control when it comes to, hey, the ground's broken. Fucker. There's a hitbox on the ground that won't allow me to put the target ahead of me. But they don't care if you root them. They don't listen to a mobilization. It says they do, but they just fuck off. Rip. I came the shit out of my coffee. The Ascendant Lord. Go on then. Kill Gary the Goblin. We may as well. Get dead, Gary. He's dead. Oi! That knocked me down. That never knocks me down. What the fuck was that? Drinking sake with my homies never know what will happen today. Keeks has just killed the Dragonborn outright. Fucking hell. Do you know when I posted that support link? Yeah, that will help. Thank you very much indeed. Massively appreciated. Bit and cake in the chat. Saki, see, I didn't know that. I know what you mean now. I read it completely wrong. Thank you very much indeed. Massively appreciated. Bit and cake in the chat. If you want to have a go at smashing Keeks as the Dragonborn, now is your opportunity. Saki sake, Saki. I got it. I read it as sake because that is also how you spell it. I couldn't put the sentence together properly because I didn't know where the fuck it was going. Thank you very, very much. That is fucking mental. Welcome to the throne again, by the way. You are on 9,000 $725. You are approaching 10k. Second on the leaderboard. Second to Bob and Weaven. What the fuck? Top of the leaderboard when it comes to bits, however. If you haven't seen that already, people, look at the very top there. Look at the top. 1.3 million bits. Can you actually imagine it? There's only 4 people in the world that have the gold ninja star. Those are the ones that have 500k bits each. Keeks has gone 1 bit further than that. A lot of bits further than that. And she's on 1.3 million. Keeks is chasing Bob. Bob might actually be scared. In the last 8 years, I thought that was never going to be a thing. He might actually be scared. That's amazing. Thank you very much. Oh, shit. That's what I get for not looking. I nearly end up dead. Adrea was almost not looking. He nearly killed me with fucking McForearms a minute ago. That was risky. Oh, I hate this fucking room. Every time I'm in this room, we always end up getting the worst enemies. Maybe if I combine what I spent on bits and cash. Do you know what? You might be. Actually, if I did the actual maths on that. How many gifted subs have you given? We should be focusing on a Blood Red Ninja Star. The Blood Red Ninja Star, people, for those that are interested, is the 2 million bits star. We currently have a goal for 1 million bits, and we're sitting on 73k of it. I mean, you can chase it, but it's going to cost you a house. Fire Orb, let's go. We're not getting any focused efforts in a minute. Look at that Platinum Ninja Star. Yes. Gold Ninja Star, Platinum Ninja Star, Blood Red Ninja Star is the last one. Already have house. Good job. That'll definitely make it a bit easier. Oh shit. Drea, it's a Brewmaster. You can't be in the bubble. You know this. You're tiny. It's really funny watching a really small Nature's Bounty leg it across the map. Jeff Offar. I hate how you can't pull those fucking things. You can pull the Ogrins, but you can't pull Jeff. Doesn't make any sense. Jeff is not heavier. I mean, his head might be heavier. He's a fucking huge crocodile head. That's about it. Oh, Magical Madness just went off. You lucky bastard. When they're inside the Brewmaster bubble, they only take 10% damage. It's ridiculous. So if you count... I think you might have done overall. I think you might be very, very close to that. Bob's on 25. If you've... You probably have matched it almost. Because I think it's 23. Almost. Just with the bits and the donations combined. With the gifted subs on top, I think you might be bloody close. Let's face it though, top of the leaderboard with a bits goal. And top of the leaderboard with a donation goal. The donation goal, no one's going to touch Bob. And the bits goal, no one's going to get anywhere near Keeks. And the sub goal, or the sub goal, the sub leaderboard, Revicus Maximus is dominating it. Afternoon's Iron Chats. Finally taking a break. Got the Golden Pursuit house today on PC. Congratulations. Welcome to the stream. HG Wells, how you doing? Welcome in. Here's a ninja button. Why are skills not firing? Oh, shut up. He's not getting away with it this time. Oh, he fucking did. I do not like Brewmasters. And I do not like negate bubbles either. Good job I didn't actually cancel my ulti. That would have been really annoying. Boing. No. Need some spenders on the stream today so I can do my other one shot before this craptastic stuff makes my head spin too much. I think Keeks just said, if you think you're hard enough, she's going to throw more money at the Dragonborn. I'm pretty sure that was what was translated to while half pissed. If someone nukes her with some subs, she might still have some consciousness left. Dear oh dear. We had one beer today. I had to go and see my sister. I haven't seen her for apparently 3 years. So we had work and everything to do. So time is really fucking difficult. But we managed to ninja out for like one fucking beer and then ninja back again. Who was that? Turtle Swatter. Haha. Thank you very much indeed. 518. Count them, people. 518 gifted subs in total. 5 more if you received... You broke my bot. I got rudely interrupted by the bot. If you received a gifted sub, say thank you to the gift to refresh your stream. You don't have to watch adverts. You say that again with subtitles? No. Almost. Who did the fart? Thank you very much indeed for the fart. You'll never hear that on any other stream unless they copied me, by the way. I say thank you for the fart. I think I kill myself. That's a little drastic. You sure you're not drinking gin? Oh, shit. Yeah, that'll do it. There's... People, if one more thing happens with subs or bits, hype train's happening, and that's going to be way into level 2. It's too late. Now it's not whatever you said. It isn't whatever I said. I got to do it again. Broke the bot. There's all the noises going off at once. Keeks is now up to 489 gifted subs on the channel. Thank you very much indeed. Massively appreciate Bit and Cake in the chat. Turtle, Swatter, and Keeks giving out subs. Say thank you to the gifters if you received one, and refresh your stream. You don't have to watch adverts anymore. Such a sad statement. You're welcome. Was holding it just for you. Thank you. Oh, let's go, people. Bot says Saki roast grain. I'm adding nastiness. People, the hype train has started. 5 more gifted subs from Pirate Valkyrie, now to 51 on the channel. We do have another Dead Dragonborn, and Rav has also dropped 500 bits on the chat. Let's go.
Headshot.
Ooh, that was mental. You know the rules, people to fight starts again from scratch. If you kill the Dragonborn, you'll take their place to stream. I have to kill you instead. Hype train level 2, 73% in, 4 minutes remaining. Every level you complete will start the timer again for 5 minutes and unlock more emotes for those involved. Get done. We are on 74,180 bits. We are pushing for 1 million eventually. Almost 10% of bits. I know, I work here. Amazing. Is it almost 10% or is it 7.4%? Or 7.14? 7.4180%. Is it 8 or a 6? It's a 6. My screen is so small over there, I can't fucking see it. Also, because I have to look at loads and loads of flashing lights and small text and large text in the game and all the rest of the stuff's going on all the time, it really fucks with your focus when you have to go backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, and forwards and backwards. Miflin says choo choo. Maticus Maximus, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. You know how difficult it is to do this while doing that. Thank you for the gift of sub. Fuck yeah. We're going to start right yet? The dragon? Oh no, that's the next one. 3, 2, 1, get ready to dodge. I love the Manticore model. I say it all the time, but it's one of my favorite models for enemies in the game. Who is the... Oh my fuck. Don't be dead! Don't be dead! Fucking hell, man.
Fight.
Woo! I can't even press the button. It's not even working. It's not working.
Dragonborn.
What the shit? Flavored Saki here is here. Have a great stream. Keeks has just now dropped Dragonborn again with $150 worth of bits. 15,000 bits, people. And 100 bits from Coyote Astronaut, who is not making humans again, obviously. Thank you very, very much. Beer and Cake in the chat, people. She is now up to... Well, she's pushed the hype train to level 4 alongside the rest of your stuff that you've just done. Including subs and bits that came from people. She is now up to 1,320,000 bits. That is mental. The goal is sitting on 89k of 1 million. We are almost 10% to 1 million. Thank you very much. Syndro, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yay. Indeed, you got involved in the hype train. You got to slap Keeks as well. Thank you very much indeed. You're a legend. Welcome in. How have you been here for 4 months? Aren't you bored yet? You must like it here. Hype train level 4, 20% in, 4 minutes remaining. If you beat that level, you'll unlock level 5, and that will start the timer again for another 5 minutes. The longer you keep going, the longer that train will stay. You got to beat them. Mischief is raiding. Thank you very much indeed for the raid. Welcome in. How you doing? What did you play? Have a shout out. You tuned in just in time. We're in the middle of a massive hype train. Lynn as well. How you doing? Welcome into the stream. 2 raids at once. Double raid. 2 shout outs, please. Thank you very much.
Drinks all around.
What did you do? Was it the stuff and things? And if not, why not? We are in the middle of a hype train. Strap yourself in. It got absolutely knuckin' futs a moment ago. We're playing ESO together. I gathered you must be together. Did you do the dual stream thing? Not the dual stream thing. The shared collaboration-y, twitchy together thing. I don't know what the fuck it's called. I've done it once before. Please tell me we're in an infinite archive. Sanguinate, let's go. Our RNG Jesus started well. It's now going a bit south, but we'll see. Helped me a lot in the game info. Excellent. How you doing, Rogue? Welcome to the stream. So kind and helpful. Hell yes. Long time follower. How goes Infinite Archive? Yesterday sucked. Today is pretty good. I got focused efforts in the first arc, which is mandatory for this particular setup. We're on Tempest and Nature's Bounty combined, which are 2 different versions of each other. One's a tank, one's a DPS. They both have tanky weapons, though. And the rest of the perks haven't been massively dramatic, but they have been kind of prerequisites to special buffs, so transformations. So by the time we get to Arc 5, this could be pretty fucking good. Are you sure it was only 1 bit? 100%. Dude, I wish it was more. 1, I was driving. 2, I had to get back on time. So, rip. If it was more, you wouldn't see me. I wouldn't be here. Also, Dragonknight, how you doing? Welcome. Hype train level 4, 1 minute 30 remaining. Someone kill Keeks. Pretty good. Excellent. Yeah, the board's not too bad. 2 fire, 2 necro, 2 Juffy, no ice, and then 2 pets. I've not got any pets. 2 boss damage, don't need that. But 1 focused efforts and some Tempest stuff. It's pretty good. Going right into Lurk post-stream since I've been going for a while. Zach, good luck in Infinite Archive. No problem whatsoever. Go and do the stuff and things. I know you got to get out the fucking seat. Not a problem. Thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. Beer and cake in the chat again. Shoutouts for Lynn and Mischief. Much appreciated. That bear got destroyed. Hello there. Who did that? Edge. How you doing? T-Dub Cobra also needs a shout out. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Pretty good. Just chilling after a knockout Goldens. Oh, God pursue. Zion Ninjas in chat. T-Dub, we're in a hype train. Welcome in. The hype train will derail in 40 seconds if you don't do anything about it, but those of you that were involved will get emotes if it finishes. But I expect you to show them off, obviously. Brawl and Blitz is not what I was after. I'm taking it because I'm going to make sure I keep the ones on that side. Gang, thank you very much indeed. Is it Gang or Jeng? Either way, thank you very much. First gifted sub on the channel. Thank you very much for joining in on the hype train and chucking a sub at somebody. And also slapping Keeks in the Keeks. Half health now. Hype train is almost over. Level 4 is not successful, but 3 was. Thank you all very much for taking part. Show off your emotes, make people jealous. Shout out to thanks. Excellent. Always say thank you to the gifted. Refresh your stream as well. You don't have to watch adverts anymore. Also, I've got to get out of shrimp pose because I keep leaning forward. You know, the traditional or mandatory gamer position. This one. I was doing that too much. Trying to talk into the microphone. You earned a hype chest. Excellent. What happens? I'm going to try and let go of the control pad and then press the button with the mouse at the same time. What did I get? A down bad emote. I'm doing it. Can't see the thing. There we go. Fuck off. I had to put the fucking control down to do that. Ooh. Also what? Hydrate. I know. I did a thing. Flame aura. That'll do. I've got it here. I'm going to hydrate on the next boss. I'm going to drink the fuck out of all of it. I actually got a shit ton more water yesterday. It's so much better than the fucking tap water we have here. But, We were toying over different ones, obviously not paying fucking out the nose for it. We've got some really cheap shit, which is good. This is better than the stuff we had. Not paying for the really expensive, over the top, hey, this has got a cool label on it, just for the sake of it. It's the same shit. But we ended up, instead of going to Sainsbury's, we got some Iceland stuff. For the sake of a quid difference for a really big crate of it, it was actually really, really good. Not just because it was a bigger crate, but because the bottles aren't made of paper bags or plastic bags. So when I open the lid, it doesn't fly all over the room. These got awards from Aldi's, 2 litres for 21p. Wow, that's really good. The issue we had with the other bottles is that if you try and open it, it just flies everywhere. This has actually got a lid that does this. It comes off. The other one was shit. They try to be trendy and have these lids don't come off lids. And they're terrible. How many people actually like those fucking things? Nobody. Like, yeah, but it's for recycling purposes. It's plastic. It goes in the plastic bit with the plastic bottle that it came from. Then they just stuck to it on a string. You have to do that twisty shit to try and get it off. Dumb. It didn't serve any purpose apart from to annoy people. So yeah, we had those on them and they weren't working very well. Keep them over there on the side of the Atlantic. They're shit. Whoever made those bottle caps is genuinely evil. Yes, agreed. Where's the thing? Oh shit, there it is. Dre, don't be dead. Put some trees down so you wouldn't die. Kind of sort of like those lids because you can pop them back down, but it was also spill about a sip. Yeah, you would lose half your drink every time you shut the lid. I mean, at least they were shut down ones rather than twisty ones, which were attached. Weird kind of magic as well. You want to discourage people from throwing the bottle away without the lid. Instead, they piss them off. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I can almost guarantee that most people weren't throwing away the lids, right? Some people do because they're dumbasses, but most people weren't throwing away the lids. Now more people will, just for spite, because they're shit. Had to rip that off, the drink out, and spill half the liquid over my face. Yeah, basically, that's exactly what happens. Didn't realize it was a thing, and then thought the tops weren't made right, and I spent too long trying to pull them off. No, that's the new design. These ones aren't. These twist off. This is great. That's the thing, Turtle Swat, because before, that used to happen. That used to be an accident. It used to be a glitch in the Matrix. Now it's done on purpose. It's coded in. Horrible. That and paper straws, which is a fantastic idea for no good reason whatsoever. It's not a fantastic idea. That was me being mildly facetious, by the way. Hey, let's put something that's made of paper into something that is wet. It definitely won't go all soggy and fuck up. And then they claimed it was useful for people. The term that people have to use is on the spectrum. I can tell you now, while having an autistic daughter, it isn't better. There's certain feels of products that people are not comfortable with. A soggy, shitty, recycled, fluffy straw that is melting by the second doesn't make people feel better. It freaks them the fuck out. Well, what about the dolphins? Stop giving them McDonald's. Those straws trigger like mad. They're fucking shit, dude. It's basically drink your drink now or have no straw. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, if they had a better design for one or something you can reuse, or bring your own fucking straw. Even if you had to do that, bring your own fucking straw. Metal one that you can reuse all the time. Fair enough, whatever. But those paper ones, it doesn't make any sense. You've forgotten how physics and science and all the rest of the... all science, not just physics, all science works. When it comes to putting something that can get soggy when wet in a drink on purpose. Like, we all know you're not supposed to leave a digestive in the cup of tea. You're supposed to dip it in and finish finish your tea eventually, but you're supposed to dip it in and then eat it quickly. You don't leave it in there because it gets soggy. Yeah, I know that. Okay, so why did you give us a paper straw then that gets soggy and stays in? Because it's betterer. Is it betterer? Oh, fuck me, I nearly had him. Lots of places in zoos and amusement parks around here have stopped giving straws and lids with their drinks. Yeah, well, they should also make it so that that stuff can't get anywhere near the fucking animals. Adrea, you died, dude. That made me dead. We had a good run, and then you died. There are so many different kinds of plastic and part you can't even recycle, and they throw more and more into the incinerator. They do. My point is, they need a better option than actually putting something that is going to dissolve in a drink. Because now, people are just sucking in particles of crap from the recycled paper that they're using. There were charities that would collect the lids. Don't understand why they would fight those all of it. Exactly. That would be useful. Imagine that. If there's people going around collecting that stuff anyway, when the 2 or 3 shit canoes chuck them on the floor, someone's picking them up. So someone is both employed and someone else is, well, so both employed. One type of person is employed and the other one can squash it all. The plastic straw has been bad at ocean wildlife. You get that one, but then try and sell as plastic. As no plastic was used, guess how often they come in plastic wrapper. It's exactly my point. Shit like that. Like, hey, we can't have plastic because of ocean wildlife, etc, etc, etc. Like, first of all, find a better method. It's your fault. Secondly, why is it in a plastic packet? Why is the lid to the drink that you won't allow a plastic straw in plastic? It's different. It's not different. You're talking to stupid people. They're not going to understand you. They're just going to see that you've got a big hole in your logic. Make it make sense to them. Gonna have to go. Gravy, thank you for watching. Massively appreciate being cake in the chat. Anyway, I've seen the argument saying, well, this is better for... I've said it already, but people on the spectrum, I can tell you now, watching an autistic child try and drink through a paper straw doesn't go well. I think she's used to them by now. She hasn't had a fucking choice, but that was stressful. Remember the world where plastic straw would be all paper and we keep cutting the straw on the top because it just congealed. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Yeah, it doesn't go well. Those are people who think that Snow White remake was great. Someone had to go there, didn't they? You're making it too edgy now. I am watching it. I'm fucking give up with it. I watch the Marvel stuff. I'm not interested in any Disney movies at the moment because generally speaking, the old movies being remade are just bad ideas. Like, hey, let's make a live action one. Just don't... It was fine as a cartoon. Leave it. Brought metal straw and bring me with me. I know I'm gonna have a drink out of one of them cups. See, that's the thing, dude. That's not a problem. That kind of thing actually makes sense. Maybe you could even buy them from the actual establishment itself for a very, very, very fucking cheap price. Yes, sure, people are gonna chuck them in the bin outside, but at least they're in the fucking bin. And if they're on the floor, you've got Malcolm over there picking up the stuff, so it's fine. I mean, how much are you really saving by making all that mess? Because they're got to be produced somewhere, you know. You forget that part. Silly. We're not going to go all eco-warrior for it because that's not what the stream is about. And someone turns it political and adults cannot do politics because the twats about it. But you get the idea. The design is shit. That is my main point. The design is crap. And if your issue is where it ends up, do better. Design is crap. I mean, Disney movies I fucking give up. Not because of the obvious ones that people are going to try and edge around just because they've got a platform now and they think they can say it in front of an audience. I'm not doing it. But because quite honestly, they haven't been that good. I like the cartoons more. Please don't do a live action version of the Aristocats. I'll delete my Disney Plus. They'll all be mice because it's offensive to have cats. In the same problem, it's no like plastic straws, it's just a mess and get held together by plot holes. You tried too hard. I know, I am not watching it because I don't want to see what a mess they've made of any plot. Old, and it should stay old. 1937, actually. Don't ask me how I know that. Did you know initially it was a horror movie? Well, considered a horror movie. You know why? Because fairy tales are fucking scary. They're meant to be. This is when someone Googles why they are and tries to tell me. Don't do that. I know why. But they were supposed to be scary. As an animated movie, it was terrifying to people. Now, I can say I did watch Snow White and the Huntsman. That wasn't exactly what I was expecting, but it wasn't terrible. But then, that was me done, basically. I was like, why have you got another one? We already had one. You had a real movie. Leave it alone. There's an actual horror movie with Sam Neill and Sigourney Weaver. I'm aware. It's a great one. I mean, you can't really go wrong with Sam Neill and Sigourney Weaver. Especially if you put them both in the same fucking movie. Careful. This is when you get people that aren't aware of who they are. And all you have to do is say Alien and Jurassic Park. Because those ones are quite common for people to know of. If you start saying stuff like The Omen, you may lose a few people because they haven't seen it. But everybody knows what Jurassic Park and Alien is. They really enjoyed Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunter. That, fair enough. Yeah, but again, they didn't go... That wasn't originally a Disney movie, so it doesn't really matter. They've toyed with it. But they didn't have that as a movie. That's my issue. Like, the original Disney cartoons and stuff, I don't want to see them as a live action because most of them have been poo. Beauty and the Beast, I will admit, was actually okay. I'm not mad at that one. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Hermione. I'm just not. Everyone is allowed to like or dislike their favorite or least favorite actors and actresses and Shreks. I'm not a massive fan. But the movie was good. It stayed relatively true to the story, and their actors that they did have in there did play the roles well. Especially the dude who played Gaston. He was really good. Bard from fucking Hobbit. Perfect. Perfect casting for that. Again, I'm not a massive fan of hers, but it was good. There's no way Disney would make a classic Hansel and Gretel because it is narratively weak tale. Not really. Depends on who's telling the tale. The stories aren't generally that complicated. So, that would fit in. Maybe they just never got the permission to do it. Maybe it's one of those outliers that is just like, do you know what? We're copywritten as fuck. You ain't touching this. Who knows? Much like Conan is copywritten as fuck. Which is why it's taken them so long to introduce new movies in the series that Arnie was in, because they weren't allowed. And even the Jason Momoa one, which I do need to see, actually. I do want to actually watch it just so I've got experience in it. As far as I know, that doesn't go anywhere near the main story that you saw in the 80s, because again, they're not allowed. I think that runs out within the last or next 5 years. It's pretty fucking soon. Or already happened, I'm not sure. Happy ending in the children kill the witch and return to the parents that tried to kill them. Sure, why not? I actually did a lot of artwork for a book based on Hansel and Gretel years ago. Quite fun. Drawing a witch was really cool. I'll take that. Getting shit buffs now, Adrea. Because we've died, we're not allowed any new cool stuff. Fairy tales don't have to always have a happy ending. I mean, look at Jungle Book. The tiger died. Aw. He was a bad guy, bro. So? Not narratively weak. That's explosive. Correct. You should keep the gingerbread house and live there. See, this is why you should not write stories, and you should just stay in RPGs. Why does that make any sense? Because you want to keep all the shit you found. And I support it. Ooh, look, cake, and more cake, and more cake, and more. Oh, my bags are too small. Shit, let's live here. That works. Every cave ever found becomes a new living quarter. Fucking RPG 101. Dude, we've got a problem with the interrupted kings. Ah, thank you. Uh-oh. No. I got him. The fucking interrupts here are really tricky if you don't have an AoE one. Because these, while they're random, can stack up really fast. Get a gingerbread house and turn it into a costume of abuse for a commune, sorry, for abused kids. What, where they get sweets all day, every day?
Therefore, it's
Isn't that called school? Boing. Andrea, that was a wicked dodge roll from space potion drop. Very classy. He did a wicked jump and then a roll, and then all the potions flew out of him. As if we died on Horny McFuckbull. You actually Adam and Eve it. Read that. So I haven't watched Lion King. Well, I haven't watched Mufasa. I'm in two minds about it. And I know I haven't seen it, so I can't really say. But the advertising for it was a bit off. Because the Lion King itself was meh. I mean, like the original movie, I wasn't too impressed with the live action one because what else are you really going to do? Show me some CGI animals, which you've done for fucking years anyway. Nothing new. Look, the story, great, well done. I didn't see any really different actors or anything because they kind of had the same personality, obviously, as they're supposed to, but it's just voiceover. You just change the voices. Instead of cartoon, you made it more realistic, and instead of same actors, you just changed the voices. You didn't see any visual performances that would make it feel different because they're just animals. Drops is not relative to this particular stream because relevant even because we don't have them on today. You're on PlayStation, yes. The advert confused me a bit because of the voiceover from Mufasa. Hansel and Gretel and the true Luke goblins that basically went back to Helgen to pick up the parents and that failed at killing them. How can I explain this any other way? I can't. So, you know the Lion King, you know the original, you know James Earl Jones obviously played Mufasa, and he has a very strong, powerful voice. A very well-spoken, strong, powerful voice with a slight twang to it, but you know he's from America, right? That's his thing. Even Simba, very acty voice. They all sounded pretty English. Now, I know they're in Africa, you know they're in Africa, and none of them really tried to expand on that. None of them really tried to have an accent, which is unusual, but it worked. Then Mufasa came out, and you got this, I can't remember his name, but you got the tiny lion going, "Hi, I'm Timmy. What's your name?" And he goes, "Mufasa." That is your name, but when you grew up, you didn't have that accent. Now, technically speaking, they would have got that right. But because the story already fucking conflicted with that, I don't know why they tried to make it an unfamiliar tone that came from him. So I was like, why the fuck? I don't get it. Why is that lion English and he's not? And why was Mufasa always English anyway, but now he's not? Something happened. He lived in a dodgy council estate, didn't he? Lion King about Whoopi, Cheech, and Robert. And don't forget, Rowan Atkinson as well. Fucking Zazu. Also very English accent. Now, again, as far as the story is concerned, sure, they should have probably had an African accent, because that's where they are. But they only introduced that when he's a kid. I don't know why. And if they introduced it when he was a kid, and let's just say that he learned a new accent, great. Why is his kid friend English? You talk about plot holes. That confused me in the advert. I haven't watched it, so I don't have the actual answers, but first glance, that was kind of weird. Imagine fucking... What's his name? Lumiere, or whatever his name is from Beauty and the Beast. Obviously, we know he's a French candlestick. Now watch the early life of him with a German accent. Like, what happened? Should have casted Eric Holloway. Oh shit! I don't know who they got for it, to be honest. I didn't look. Can't remember James Earl Jones went back for that. Oh shit! Dude, he did so much stuff. That's a voice you just cannot replicate. I mean, you could imitate it, obviously, fucking around, but you can't beat that kind of stage presence. He was fucking brilliant. Stuff is complicated these days. It fucking is. Read that one already. Keep gingerbread house. Got that. Read it. I'm getting shit perks now. We died and got shit buffs. So this is one of those runs where we're just not going to get what we want. It started off so well. Andrea, they cheated us. You can pull. I'm drinking this. Now coming. That is the amazing Tony Silver. Shout out in the chat, please. Sporting the Zyno Gaming t-shirt. Put merch in the chat if you want one. Him and Morgan Freeman will never be replaced. Not a chance. Not a fucking chance. That's the thing, right? When it came to the more recent Star Wars editions, right? So, I say more recent, not even that recent now. Rogue One, for example, where you hear Darth Vader. There's two things that made that awesome. One, Darth Vader, and two, the fact that they still had his voice. If someone else tried to do the voice, it would kill the whole scene. But because he actually still took that on, you had that shiver moment where every single fucking hair on your body stands up. You're like, oh shit, it's him. Not many people can pull that off. There's a lot to be said about the character design, obviously, over time. But the original voice is just unmatched. You can't beat it. Stein, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. What about accents? Why not? But why not they speak? What? Oh, shit. I don't understand what you said. I'm on the wrong bar. I'm getting stuck. Dre, don't be dead. Whoa, that was close. Have heals. I'll help you, don't worry. These both in fussers. Oh no, one's a brewmaster. Sorry, ninjas. I'm gonna press this one. We'll continue on the Disney stuff, but we won't go to the edgy stuff, because obviously that's just for Facebook. Doubtless, you know what I mean. But some of them have made some unusual choices with their delivery. Now, one that cannot be matched, let's say one that can't be beaten, let's call it that, but did a very good job of it, and that was the Genie. Will Smith, surprisingly, did a very good job of the Genie, because he's kind of cheeky, playing like the smart, joking, and sometimes mildly depressed as well, role actually kind of work. But you can't touch Robin Williams. Like, he's just fucking brilliant. There's a lot of very unique actors out there, and even when they're voice acting, that are just perfect for the role. He did a very good one, but Robin Williams is still better. Why they speak human or why they speak English, that could be the question. The answer would be because they would have subtitles. They would. It was my main issue that all Japanese Transformers series, the stories were good, but there was no Peter Cullinan. Again, not a Disney, but Pride and Prejudice and Zombies was a real giggle. Did well with that one. You did. That was a tricky one. Love Robin Williams. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Very, 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 very energetic, though, in his performances. Fucking mental. I think the only person we have in the UK that is that energetic when it comes to comedy and stuff like that is probably Lee Evans. And his persona, if you like, regardless of it being his, is loosely, I would argue it is, loosely modeled on Norman Wisdom. And that's someone that most people don't know who the fuck he is. Absolute genius. Robin Williams and Gene Wilder are your two favorite actors. While I'm talking about Robin Williams and while I have a thanks dad emote, that was convenient. What happens if I do this? You know, like Vanilla Ice. Totally Norman Wisdom. 100%. 100%. You know, I watched all that shit when I was a kid. Absolutely loved it. Even had a horse called Nelly. I don't mean a real one. There's a plushy one. And for anyone that doesn't know what the fuck that means, it was from, I'm pretty sure that was Early Bird, wasn't it? That's when TV was in black and white. Now, it was in full color by the time I was born, but the movies and stuff, the older ones, were in black and white. Mind you, so were the TVs in the house. We did not have a color TV for years. Oh shit. Mrs. Flicks a bunch. I mean, you can still see them. What else did I watch Disney-wise? Yeah, we're on Aladdin. I don't know what the fuck we did in the middle. Jasmine had a meltdown in the middle, and she froze time and sung like she was performing in Frozen. And then it all went back to normal again. That is not part of the movie. Some people would argue that and I hate this word, but some people would argue, Mike's going to raise an eyebrow, that is not canon. I don't like the term because most people use it in a very pretentious manner. But it's not. It didn't work. Why they did it? Why did they do it? Don't make any sense. Your mum's not canon? She's not. I was sat down and made lunch, made to watch Laurel and Hardy. Honestly, they were brilliant. They were brilliant. Just dismiss them because they're old comedy and timeless. They're fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Funny shit. The thing you have to consider is most comedians now get a lot of their behavior and material from comedians then. Everybody references something at some point in time for comedic value or just whatever. But a lot of it comes from the old shit, the really old shit. How did Aladdin become a prince? Was it a big con stunt by the genie, or the genie changed his ancestry, or did he create a new country? All of the above. That's the original tale from 1001. Oh, 1001 Arabian Nights. That's not what I was talking about. We're talking about Disney stuff still. Lucy went into Laurel and Hardy, which is fair. Boing! We cut off the edgy part so we can avoid that section of Disney, and then we're talking about them in general. My favorite comedians was Gallagher and Sammy Kinson. Why don't I know those? Maybe I do, but not by name. For the old comics dismissed out of hand, but if you sit and listen to Jerry Clower and an old Southern Gentleman comic, you're going to laugh your ass off, I'm assuming. Smash watermelons, and the other one used to scream a lot. See, do you know what that triggered? The smashing watermelons. It's not even a watermelon. It was actually a grapefruit or something. That triggered a very unusual memory of Mr. Nanny with Hulk Hogan. Oh, I found a good one, and he blows it up. Don't know why that went in there. Completely forgot it existed. It's back. That was funny. Story change and get retold all the time. Thanks, Dad. Bullshit. They do. That's what we're talking about. But the point of them was to support the original stories, DJ. They were supposed to be live-action versions. And they fucked up. Because they made stuff that didn't belong in it. They just tried to be artistic and made a mess of it. They bounced on a giant couch. I don't recall that. I remember Dangerous Brothers. Wonder whether they asked Hulk Hogan to wire a bid in their LA version of One Piece. I mean, sure, why not? White beard. Don't worry. You got Samsung. I figured that was the case. We all know Hulk Hogan's best movie was Suburban Commando. Suburban Commando? Oh, dear. Fucking forgot about that. Oh, dear. That's funny. But anyway. Other stuff. The, where was I? Aladdin. It was a good movie, but that bit sucked. Didn't need to be there. I did not like Jafar at all. The actor's very, very good, generally speaking. He's good at all the stuff he's done. But I did not think they cast him correctly for Jafar. And that is a real thing, by the way. You should cast your character with the correct person for the role. Not just please fucking everyone. If they're no good at it, get someone else. Again, he's a good actor, but he wasn't a very good Jafar. What he did, in my opinion, instead of making Jafar really fucking scary, all he did is made him have a fit. It was like a spoiled child not getting his own way, and he just shouts and screams really, really loudly. Jafar is supposed to be, until he loses his shit, calm, calculated, and just downright fucking evil. He didn't seem downright evil. He seemed like he was just throwing his toys at his pram. Do I need one more character for the new subclass thing that's coming? Nope. Any of the characters you've got already can indulge in subclassing. Well, she's concentrating, made her listen to Bob Newhart. He was so helpful. Fair. There's a remake of Mulan. I did see that. I didn't mind it. Didn't try to tell the cartoon version, but told it closer to actual legend. See that? That is a crossover of the two. See, that's awkward. It's intentional. So they wanted to tell a bit of both. Aladdin still got no excuse. Why'd they have the Frozen moment? It was shit. You didn't need it. Also, Jason Scott Lee was in Mulan, so he's cool as fuck. Evil needs to be cool. As soon as you start sounding like a YouTube commenter, you've lost it. I feel attacked. You need to reclass the character to level the skill lines again. No, you don't. You don't need to reclass the character. You need to open up a skill line that you would like and level that. You have to reclass the whole thing. I've made videos on it already. Put YouTube in the chat and look up anything that says subclass on it. I go into lots and lots of detail about what you can and can't do. Especially the patch notes and all that kind of stuff. There's multiple different previous live streams. Thank you for the link. God, I completely forgot about Undertaker was Suburban Commander 2. He was. We're sidetracking. But that was a quick, hey, I forgot about that. Imagine how my focus is already split amongst millions of fucking things. And then let's talk about particular movie genre or franchises or types. And then we then switch that to 10 different ones. Stay on track. Oh, shit. As I want to name the Lich build, I want to know if which build will still work with a vampire. It will still function, yes, but you have to consider your resource management because it's going to be different. Oh, shit. I keep going on the wrong bar. Oh, the other live-action fucking Disney one. Little Mermaid, not a fan. Shit. I mean, I didn't really like the first one anyway. But I didn't really like it. It was delivered well, I guess. It was cool, but felt a bit fucking slow. And also they switched around some of the story, which that is annoying. Instead of introducing extra stuff that might be part of the legends or whatever it is for whatever reasons, they switched around who does what. Now, if they sold it as a different tale, that would be fine, but they didn't. They let everyone find out the hard way. Chasing shiny things. I was chasing around the stuff in the room and I forgot to switch my bar. The franchise with Elder Scrolls era and or story would be good for TV show in your opinion? Yeah, of course. There's not a single person in the world that loves Elder Scrolls would say, please don't make a series. Unless they already thought of it all by themselves and don't want someone else to do it and they want to take the attention for it. It would be fucking a really good idea. If they get it right. Let's face it, Fallout did okay, so who knows? I think the biggest issue is that old Disney movies, they didn't have much more to compare them to and go back to watch them. Now you see a lot of flaws. That isn't my issue, Sind. We're way off track now. This is a wasted conversation. We were talking about live action ones versus the cartoons and why they weren't necessarily needed and where some of the live action ones fucked up. That was the point. Not they were shit back then, because they weren't. They were good back then. Okay, thanks. No worries, Toad. You're welcome. Completely forgot about that. Read that one already. Reclass, no. And caught up. Excellent. He was frozen today. Why? What did you do? Dude, I can't. My bar keeps getting stuck. Beginner's guides. Thank you very much for the link. Much appreciated. We were talking about old Disney movies in general. Sorry. No, we were liking them. Well, I was liking them. We're talking about the adaptations of them, why they weren't necessarily needed, and how some of them fucked up. Without being edgy about it, because we know the subject matter that's on everyone's lips that they try to do inside a very busy stream so they can get their words out, because Twitter didn't listen to their post. Yes. We have to be careful of that. Because we don't do politics on this fucking stream, because adults can't do politics. What they mean is, I want to scream into a fucking void and see how many people will listen. We don't do that here. I can't think of any other live action ones that existed, to be fair, that were even mildly decent. Ooh. It was good, and they had one fuck up. And the fuck up they did is they kept in what they should have kept in. And did it wrong. So, you're gonna hate me for this. Jungle Book. Absolutely love Jungle Book. The live action version was very good. I actually enjoyed it. Really good cast, pretty good show, and then they fucked up with King Louis. King Louis, they decided to make all dark and scary and odd. And then he sang. That particular actor is fucking brilliant in everything he does. He didn't necessarily do anything wrong there, but they wrote that a bit awkward. I mean, if you're going to go down the dark path, go dark. If you're going to make him sing, make him sing. The two didn't work out. Not in my opinion anyway. They kind of killed that. But the rest of the movie was good. So I like your stream. Thank you, Ellie. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Cousin Christopher Walken as King Louis was a bit of a head scratcher. He's good, and he can play the gangster role. He can play the don't fuck with me. He was the Emperor in fucking Dune, for fuck's sake, and still, even though he didn't have many lines, did okay with that. He can do the, yeah, I don't care. We'll just send the boys around. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. And he tried to do that. He was trying to be all, yeah, I'm calm, King Louis, and you fucked up. And then he started singing. Like, pick your poison. Should have been one or the other. But again, the rest of the movie was really good. Baloo was cast really well. Shere Khan was cast perfectly. Oh my god. Fucking Idris. Hello, that was perfect fucking timing, that was. He was busy as fuck anyway, and they managed to get him into it. Like, that was good. Well done. Perfect voice for a tiger. Consider him literally my favorite actor of all time. You as well, with actor of all time in the same stream as I'm talking about a particular actor. This is weird. Happy days. He can play a role of a psychopathic gangster. Hell, even a loving father, the dude who made so much diversity wasn't even funny. That's the thing, but they tried to put too much diversity for his acting ability inside the same role. And when he's playing a giant fucking orangutan, that didn't kind of work out. The father figure. That was Catch Me If You Can. That, by the way, not on the whole old movies down to new movies, Disney stuff, was a banging fucking movie. Based on a true story, yes, of course, but it's really good. Yeah, as a movie, Jungle Book did a really good live action version, but they fucked up there. That's why I don't want a fucking Aristocats or anything else. I think it's just stop. Just stop making live action Disney movies. We don't need them. We like the originals anyway. You re-released them on video twice, on DVD about 8 million times, and now you just want to fuck them up. Your mum's based on a true story? Apparently so. Did you see it as well, Mike? Oh, he's got transformation. Lucky bastard. I got none. They are taunting us with these buffs, because we started with focused efforts, we got some transformation bonuses, and none of them are finished and unlocked, and now we're getting loads of trash. Movie King New York. Yes, but this could be a long conversation if we keep diving around all different areas. I'm still on the Disney stuff, Sind. Don't guide me. My stage. I think I've watched a single live action Disney, not interested. Again, Beauty and the Beast was done very, very well. I don't really like the actress that much as it goes outside of Hermione. It's just, they try to do too much of her, but she did play Belle pretty good. Gaston was perfect. His mate was fucking hilarious. It was a good movie. Jungle Book, again, was really good until King Louis sang, even though he's supposed to, but they couldn't make their mind up which way they were going to go with that. The rest of them was a bit shit. Shutting up. No, you don't have to shut up. You're just leading the conversation into a different avenue, and it's not your job. Get a notepad. I'd rather see them making something new rather than fetch old cows out of a ditch. Fair. You see, Disney is messing up Hawkeye by reusing Page Jeremy Renner to come back. No, I did not. Hawkeye was a pretty good series, actually. I did catch up with all the Marvel stuff eventually, but now there's going to be new stuff, and now there is new stuff, and I'm behind again. That's a lot. I'm trying to think if there's any more stuff that we've missed. That's the thing. They're so impactful, discussion-wise, like who likes and who doesn't. I don't think there was that many. You watch them do a live-action fucking Toy Story or some shit. Not Disney, bro. I'm aware. Be funny as fuck, though. I mean, technically, it kind of is, because they kind of own software. But no, it is Disney. Fuck off. Pixar. But they don't count it as like the same as the animated Disney episodes. Like, well, that's 2 businesses and 3 businesses or whatever. Multiple different things. It's 3D. I'm sure it counts now. It must count. Since we've had live action and cartoons, I'm sure 3D must count now. Wizard of Oz is a good movie, not a Disney movie though. It was, but that's not Disney. The Wiz was better. Let me list them. Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, and Little Mermaid. Snow White and the Huntsman technically was a while back, so that counts. And obviously the more recent Snow White. What the fuck else is there? Oh, Lion King. I'm seeing Hawkeye offered him half of what they paid him on the first season or something. Probably.
This swing doesn't look too out of sorts.
For 20 bucks, Chris Evans or Chris Hemsworth couldn't do their own stunts. They would not cut their salary. Probably not. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm trying to think of the other live action Disney movies that they had. You're leading the conversation. I keep up with the chat. I read all the chat. Very few streamers do that. Stay on track, Sin. Cinderella. Ah ha ha ha. Ah. That had some twists in it that shouldn't have been there. But it wasn't terrible. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but versus the original, it wasn't terrible. But they did switch up the story a little bit, which made it a bit awkward. It was okay-ish, agreed. Forgot they did that, actually. See, that's the problem. It's either absolutely terrible or really, really good. You forget about the ones in the middle. I would argue they did a reasonable job with that one. I think they timed it well as well. Because, you know, everyone was obsessed with Once Upon a Time as well. And the whole Cinderella story type stuff on that was hitting some of the later series or seasons even. That was, I think, well timed more than anything. Peter Pan. Oh, I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it. On principle, I'm not watching it. I refuse. Because I'm getting it. Pinocchio? Yeah, we'll get to that one. Good call. That was my next one because I just remembered Peter Pan. I refuse to watch someone try to top the epic performance of Dustin Hoffman and Robin Williams. I refuse. I absolutely refuse. I'm not watching it. Probably forgot to tell the story first and sip a few views quietly. Indeed. You can't compete with Hook. You cannot compete with Hook. You cannot. It's not, it's a classic. It's brilliant. I'll ask the chat this. You get to word in text. What hits your brain when I say Rufio? Go. I'll give you 30 seconds. You got it. That's how good it was. If you can say one word and it triggers a reaction like that, the movie was fantastic. You can't touch Hook. The casting was perfect. The delivery was perfect. Lost my marbles, you know, Toodles. Oh, it's fucking brilliant. Absolute art. I'm dead. I'm not dead. Poison ran out. Such a good movie. So I refuse to watch Peter Pan based on how good the original Hook was. And I don't want to give it any airtime at all. Not interested. Now. Pinocchio. I don't want to say anything necessarily bad to Tom Hanks. I think it was Tom Hanks. Because he's a fucking genius. He's been a genius for years. He's a very good actor. And there was nothing wrong with him playing that particular role. But he shouldn't have played that role. Because he should have just said, no. I don't want anything to do. The remake of Pinocchio is going to be shit. And I'd love to give you really valid feedback and make it really, really detailed. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to be as blunt as possible. It was shit. Didn't like it. Robin Williams is so genius with movies. Yes, he is. Hatchet, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Cool thing about Hook is that we went with free act build and they made the story so much easier to follow and get invested. Yeah, that's trivia. I'm not interested in the trivia. I'm interested in the fact that this delivery was perfect and the actors were great. Elvin, PS, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. The Google trivia is easy to find. But you look at the cast of the original, well, Hook, basically. You've got Dustin Hoffman, you got Robin Williams, you got Julia Roberts, you've got, oh, I forget her fucking name, Wendy Lady. Someone tell me in the chat what her fucking name is. I'm sure someone's Googling it anyway. She's in it, who also played one of the major teachers in Harry Potter, and she was also in Sister Act as the woman in charge. You had such a good fucking cast. It was fantastic. Watched a movie about the worst one version with Martin Landau. I don't know what that is. Whoopi? Whoopi wasn't in Hook. She was in Sister Act. And The Lion King. And these are, again, these fucking names that we're pulling out were part of the original Disney cast, if you like, for voiceovers. They're fucking fantastic. And I don't think anything out there now can match it. That's part of the reason I don't like the live action ones. Apart from the fact they try to be way too artistic and fuck up the stories. They haven't made any sense of a lot of it, and they're just generally quite shit. You can't match some of that stuff. Gwyneth Paltrow. There you go. What's annoying? That's annoying. Died recently. I can't remember. She did die very recently. There's a lot of people that have, though, and they will continue to do so because that is how life is, and it's very sad. But it doesn't mean I can remember everyone's fucking names, especially on live stream while trying to rack my brains for all the hard drive space that has been filled up with useless information that I realized I can now use on stream. Who knew that was going to happen? Oh, man. Maggie Smith, that's the one. Gwyneth Paltrow was in Yes. Maggie Smith is the one who played the main kind of nun in Sister Act. She was also in Harry Potter. She was in fucking all sorts of stuff for years and years and years. I used to always get her muddled up with the one from Murder, She Wrote. Jessica Fletcher. That's not her real name. Those two I used to always muddle up as a kid. Played Amber Scott, though. Amber Scott? Who's Amber Scott? My brain has stopped. Let's not read that one already. Maggie, correct. Maggie Smith, I did not Google. You did. Angela Lansbury, that's the one. Angela Lansbury and Maggie always get muddled up. To be fair, they'd been in very similar kind of roles. She's good in Nanny McPhee. That was a later one, though. But yeah, Hook was brilliant. I mean, to be fair, even just the main two, putting them together was fucking expensive. Like Robin Williams and Dustin Hoffman together. Fantastic. In Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. Oh my fucking god. Dude. Oh. You are an absolute legend. Do you know how many people don't know that exists? Do you know how many people don't know that exists? I've mentioned that on stream before and people don't know it exists. Fucking crazy. Are you well enough? Yeah, we'll get in there. There's another very, very unusual movie that was out years ago. And the same kids that were in, I think... Ooh, we can't miss Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins. I think the same kids that were in that were also in this. And most people don't know of it. I don't know if it counted as Disney. I'm pretty sure it didn't. But the Gnome Mobile. Please tell me at least one person in the chat remembers it. Because I watched it a million times as a kid. And no one on stream has ever remembered what the fuck it is. It was live first. I think so. The kids start at the start in Mary Poppins. It is. It is the same ones. Hanging in there, thanks. Good to see you, Elvin. Welcome to the stream. Beddoes and Bruce is the only film my brother took me to, and only because he wanted to see a football scene. It was a good movie, it was. My kids watching No Mobile. See? Someone in the world other than me knows it exists. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Benny Hill was in it. He fucking was. We've got a good archive of movies here as far as old Disney stuff is concerned that people actually remember. And a bit about them too, which is quite funny. You forget stuff like that. I watched Chitty Chitty Bang Bang recently. I say recently, within the last couple of years. I haven't seen it for a long, long time. And I didn't realize that the movie doesn't actually start until 45 minutes in. They did not fuck around telling those stories. It was really good. Mark JPVVA, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. This is a bloody long movie, or at least it felt like it. Pete's Dragon. That wasn't Disney though, was it? Or was it? I don't recall. Same time as fucking Willy Wonka. The non-Disney Pinocchio, Martin Landau, Mission Impossible, The Majestic. Yuri from CNC. It was pretty dark, but had a great happy ending and left out Stromboli in the version. Then don't do it. Shit. It's all part of the story. How can you leave him out? It's like leaving Scar out of The Lion King or Jafar out of Aladdin. You can't leave the main bad guy out. Don't do it. Or some of you know that. Dick Van Dyke was in what? Chi Chi Bang Bang? I'm aware. I mean, he was only the main character. And he was in Mary Poppins as well. And loads of other stuff. And the Dick Van Dyke Show. Starring Dick Van Dyke. They didn't redo Pete's Dragon. I think they did. I actually used that as a thumbnail when I went to Eastnor Castle for the High Isle event. What was a long movie too? It is fucking long, you're right. Husband and daughter were going through their repetition stage. Came home from work. All I got was 4 times, please help me. That's a bit of trivia as well. You know the dude, I'm trying not to do too much trivia. I don't care about their life history stuff. That's not what we're going to, but other stuff they were in. Fair enough. The dude that they were laughing up in the air with, he was very well known for voice acting in cartoons. I'm pretty sure he was Wacky Races as well. I'm going to have to rent Bed Knobs and Broomsticks now. So you can't do that without watching Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and also Mary Poppins. You have to watch all those together. Need that. It was a fucking long movie. But they have so many... I can't say Easter eggs, just the wrong way round. But they have so many parts of that movie that people have used everywhere else. Crafting Bag and ESO. Perfect Pinocchio would use the main body for a classic Disney version, the happy ending and Geppetto backstory from Martin Landau version. The reason we're sliding, I don't know. Again, when it comes to remakes, I think they should stick to the one they're trying to remake rather than trying to completely change it. Because the one you're referring to was not necessarily deliberately designed to be copying the original cartoon in a live action one. What you're referring to is the actual story itself. Because those stories don't belong to Disney. We're going from the conversion of old cartoon to live action. Because otherwise we could go through all the different fairy tale storybooks where they originated from and then go completely south with it. Good taste. I have a big archive of useless knowledge. Van Dyke Proof Immortals exist. Isn't he like 400 now? I know, DJ. You mentioned it already. I ignored it. I'm pretty sure that wasn't Disney. Could be wrong. Sword in the Stone. They have done... I'm pretty sure they were trying to, or did do another one of that. Don't remember. I remember seeing something about it. Timeless, 100%. Quite often I don't get back to the original story because a lot of them were brutal. They were meant to be. That was the starting point of the conversation, actually, about how they were supposed to be scary, horror-type stories. And the original Snow White was considered that. It's quite dark. If you haven't seen it for a long time, rewatch it. You'll raise an eyebrow or two. Dude, this is getting really rough. Closer to the original in some ways, but did not cover everything like Disney has. And that's how they got away without Stromboli. They used one of the lesser antagonists. No, I understand that. My point is, I'm repeating myself here. I get what you're saying, but I'm comparing the Disney to the Disney. The original stories are obviously be different to what Disney delivered. Especially when you go back into like Sleeping Beauty and all that kind of stuff. Ooh, that was a good cartoon as well. Now, when it came to I'm going to side quest on this one. When it came to people showing their adaptations of the original stories rather than just Disney, that's where Once Upon a Time came in. Where they made Peter Pan fucking evil. And shit like that. That is different to Disney. They were trying to follow some of the original stories, and they were trying to show a twist on stuff that you may have already known, or stuff that you forgot. Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Good Memories and Sat Before, Multi-Television, and the Whole Family. That's not Disney! I think we've lost our track here, because people can't keep up. Fuck it. Just movies in general. Yes, it was awesome. That still holds up today. Real point of remaking something if they're going to change anything. I'm not saying remakes are good, but gosh, I'd rather them just not remake a show than just try and copy the animated shows poorly. Well, the thing is, they try to replicate the originals within reason in a real life setting. And that's why I said earlier, the Beauty and the Beast adaptation was good. Aladdin was going somewhere and they fucked it up. And then the rest of them just tried too hard. Christopher Robin. Christopher Robin? Fucking Winnie the Shit? They lost copyright to that. It doesn't exist anymore. Fucking stupid horror movie. Entertainment, and released by Walt Disney. Was it really? Fucking hell. I thought that was Warner Brothers for some reason. Well, fuck it. It's a good movie anyway. It is Warner Brothers. Well, they had Warner Brothers in it. They had Bugs Bunny and all that shit. Things you can portray with animation that doesn't really translate when live action. Oh, they do. They did it. They just added extra shit. You missed the conversation earlier, DJ, where in Aladdin, they did everything absolutely fine for the most part. But then they got a couple of actors that weren't very good in that role. And they added a moment where she froze time and did a Frozen sing-along from Glee or something. And that was unnecessary. I mean the show Once Upon a Time, Jennifer Morrison. Yeah, that was actually pretty good. We're not doing Disney anymore. We're just doing general fucking TV. Because otherwise we're going to get confused. But yes, Once Upon a Time was actually really bloody good. Some of the later episodes were a bit... But in general, it was a good series. And again, they wanted to tell things in either a way that time forgot or a way that nobody ever has done before. That was pretty good. Anyone remember The 10th Kingdom? Yes. Watched that a few years ago. Live action fairy tales with a bit of darkness, in your opinion, Disney could have learned from that. You're not wrong. Yep, there's a lot in there that they could have used. Do you know what that reminded me of a lot? The things like Labyrinth and Trolls and all that kind of stuff. It reminds me of those. In the TV, Black Studies was good. It was. Read that one already. Read that as well. Willow. Willow they did a series of. Hello, Design Ninjas. Clown Prince, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm still going to say loose fairy tales. Because there's lots of different adaptations. Otherwise we do lose it and everyone just shouts 80s movies, which is fun, but we're not going to do that. We did that before. Hello, Design Ninjas. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Where's the button? Yeah, I thought their take on Peter Pan in Once Upon a Time was actually bloody good. He's an evil fucker. If you haven't seen it before, I'm not going to give you too many spoilers, but it was a good addition to the series, if you like, quite important. And I will say that Robert Carlyle, originally famously known for lots and lots of stuff, but especially The Full Monty, which is one of the funniest movies you'll ever fucking see. Playing as Rumpelstiltskin, incredible fucking performance. That dude can act his way out of fucking prison. He's fucking insane. There is nothing he cannot do. I think some of the best live action movies are German. Cinderella, as I'm not going to try and pronounce that, was one of the most beautiful movies I watched as a child. I cannot say I've seen it. I mean, you can probably get that stuff on Amazon now, though, even from the UK. I'd say we don't get German movies, but we don't get too much of it. But the internet being what it is, you would have, it's just not it's not translated. Oh, maybe then. The one Cinderella variation I was not a fan of. I mean, it was meant to be a bit MTV, but they did one with Brandy, didn't they? She wasn't terrible at it, but I didn't like it. One of the most mind-blowing things is, to me, is how the Full Monty made it to the USA. They went a fucking long way. Fucking long way. Yeah, that was a really good fucking movie. But yeah, Robert Carlyle playing Rumpelstiltskin in Once Upon a Time was really, really good. They got him to play complete polar opposites of himself in the same person. What got me with Willow is there was a great trilogy written 20 years after the movie, and they could have went with it. Instead, they went off and ditched it. They did. I mean, I think those types of movies are, if they're not broken, don't fix it. They don't remake Krull, for fuck's sake. Stuff like that. Don't remake Labyrinth. Oh, shit. We got it, we got it, we got it. We're good. Don't panic. Meteor will kill you. It's a one-shot. Unless you're really, 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 really chunky. And it depends on the arc as well. Don't remake Conan. They have. Well, correction. They've introduced a different side of it, which I still need to see. The Jason Momoa one. We were talking about it earlier. You've just re-brought up the same conversation that we already had at the beginning. People that are watching this now on YouTube are going to be like, he already said that. I wouldn't mind them adding an addition to Conan on the original story, now that I think the copyright is almost up, if not, will be soon. That was their issue. I'm making new stuff. I'd love to see new stuff, but no one's brave enough to do it. That's normally my pet gripe, and this will be where people start repeating my own words from me. Remakes are not normally needed. There's very few that get away with it. Adrea, why are you dead? I died because I got stunned by the thing you didn't taunt. It's actually made in 1973. I probably have seen it then. Does not look as old. The thing is, if older productions had a lot of money in them, they don't look that old. They look obviously like they fell in a certain timeline, but they usually feel 10 years ahead of their time. If you look at the original Star Wars, and even Dune that we watched the other day, they don't feel like they were that long ago. I mean, a long time, sure, whatever a long time is, vaguely, but it doesn't feel like over 40 years. It's fucking crazy. For those that don't know in the first place, I mean, Star Wars is 1977. Fucking insane. 46 fucking years old. And it still holds up. And it doesn't feel like it was a massive, massive time ago. It feels like, oh, it was when you were a kid. Because that's when you watch it. And I don't mean like 5 or 3 or whatever. You remember it almost like you're a teenager if you were old enough to remember it. It doesn't make sense that there's a fucking 40 to 45 year gap in the way. That's what I remember when it came out, tons of people were lined out. Yeah, they will be now. Wizard of Oz looks 30 years, looks like 30 years newer. Wizard of Oz had a lot of money in it. That's the thing. Even though it was set in a very, very old time, and was made in a very old time, it doesn't feel like it was made as long ago as it was. Same with Mary Poppins as well. Like I said earlier. Production was fucking expensive. And you can tell the difference. It's a huge difference. Don't get Dad refused to take us to it due to the line. Good evening, saying hi, but heading into lurk mode. Shady McMilkman, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for lurking.
More interesting. Don't waste them.
Did a cheap out on it. It looks as though it could have been made in the 2000s or something. The only telltale was the sounds.
I love weddings. Drinks all around.
That classic 70s and 80s audio. Remember when Star Wars was first released and it was cutting edge special effects and everyone lost their shit over it? Yeah, and that's the thing. They had the money to do that eventually. I've not going to go down that rabbit hole because I know enough about it to talk about it for fucking ages, but they ended up with enough money to do so. And the quality they had was very, very hard for people 10 years later to even consider matching. Judy Garland was amazing in Wizard of Oz. Yes, she was. I used to like the Munchkins. I thought they were fucking hilarious. Why is this firing twice? It feels like there's a reference to it in the Infinite Archive as well. Is not very helpful McShitpants, who is in the room going, look, throw out a distraction! Him. When you kill her, he goes, you killed her! That's exactly the accent. It's not, but it just reminds me of the end part where she dies. He's like, she's dead! You killed her! All hail Dorothy!
Drinks all
Well,
around.
when he says you killed her in The Infinite Archive, it feels like that. Lollipop Guy was funny. That was crazy, dude. They were high as fuck. The first movie I ever saw in the theater was Empire Strikes Back. You saw a good movie as your first movie. You know what mine was? Home Alone. Now, technically speaking, up until I was 17, I think I went to the cinema twice. The first one was Home Alone, and that was with the school. It was a school trip. You should have seen the teachers' faces when they realized that all the kids in there at 8 years old were watching an iron land on somebody's face from a height. That was fucking hilarious. They had no idea that was going to happen. They were absolutely fucking mortified. Ernest goes to jail. Oh my god, fucking Ernest. The equivalent of Oblivion versus Skyrim as the original Star Wars effect had charm. That is timeless, correct. How do you remember all the first cinema? I can barely remember the last one. The last one was good. That was Venom. Oh shit. Watch Venom 3. That was fantastic. But I'm a huge Venom fan anyway, so of course I was going to find it funny. Flash 2? Fucking hell. I saw it on video. Definitely didn't see that in cinema. Oh shit. I mean, remember we said first film, not all the movies you've ever seen, because otherwise I can't scale that. Shit. There's no open weekend Jurassic Park. I saw that. That was the second movie I watched. First one was Home Alone, second one was Jurassic Park. Yes, they're years apart. Couldn't afford to go to the fucking cinema. My granddad took me and my two brothers to go and see Jurassic Park. Adrea, I can't fight him there. He's moved out of the middle bit, and it's a mess. Mum was so cool, she took me to Ghostbusters and Splash. Fair enough. Let me guess, a piano to the face would have been fine. No, I think they just didn't expect to see any violence in it. They expected to see a kid who was home alone and trying to struggle with survival. They didn't expect to see him beating up bad guys and dropping irons on their head. First time was being dragged by my dad to watch Morecambe and Wise, even, in that Riviera Touch. That's a good one. Not the first one, but the best one in cinema. Avatar. I saw the first Avatar in cinema. That was good. I've got no armor left, dude. That boss was slightly misplaced, and it made it very awkward to stand in the safe part. My armor's busted. Fuck. Like, proper busted. I thought it was just a piece of it. I think loads is broken. Have some heals. We've got some silly deaths today. The first one I ever saw in the film was Batman with Keaton as Batman. Ooh, the original Tim Burton Batman. Good choice. I had the cards. We used to go to car boot sales and people would be dishing out loads and loads and loads of collector's cards. So instead of buying them from the shop, because we couldn't fucking afford it, they were ridiculous. We ended up going to car boot sales and getting shoe boxes full. Had fucking loads. Had the whole set. I think I had like 1 or 2 of the original blisters, and they used to have that pink bubblegum shit inside of it. That Batman's fucking brilliant. Dude, this is messy. Absolutely messy. Oh shit. That gives me PTSD. I hope you mean Avatar, not The Last Airbender. I didn't watch The Last Airbender. Technically, I refused to watch it because I used to watch the animated series. But then, technically speaking, I just never got round to it, and now I don't want to. Oh shit. I was talking about avatars and the blue people. Okay, keep that fuck away from me. Charlotte's Web, Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. That movie was, I think it was a Minecraft movie. Fair enough. Haven't seen the Minecraft movie. Actually, no, I think I have. I think I watched it with the kids a while back. Don't remember much of it, though. This room was horrible. Why is a Lightbringer in space? That Airbender is not getting into its house as I live as a live action. I mean, the Smurfs.
Are you done in here?
The blue ones. That was good.
That's good.
It took them 20 fucking years. No, not 20 years. 15 years at least to release part 2, though, so I don't know when the next one will happen. They were really good, but they took a very, very long time. You don't need to repair. Where's the thing?
I didn't file.
I saw the first one in fucking 3D, and that was when 3D, like proper 3D tech, outside the green and blue, the green and red, or the blue and red glasses, came in the cinemas, and that was a weird experience for the first 2 or 3 minutes. Amazing afterwards, but the first 2 or 3, when they start the movie and they're floating around in space as they get out of their little capsules, I was like, what the fuck is going on? It took a moment to adjust so your brain could catch up, but it was really fucking cool. Again, after a couple of minutes, you're fine, but to start with, like, seeing that for the first time is fucking weird. I can't remember the movie, first movies in the theater might have been Batman and Robin, or The Mummy, or Men in Black. Those are 3 very different movies. 3 awesome movies, but all very different. Are you sure you didn't just make it up because you wanted to shout cool movies? Because, I mean, I'll allow it, but surely you'd remember which one was first. I mean, technically in order, it would have been Batman, The Mummy, and then Men in Black, I think. Mummy and Men in Black are quite close. Batman was definitely first. First one I wanted to do was Ghostbusters 2, but you couldn't really call it cinema, more like a small, open, cozy space, fun, those moments stick with you. Ghostbusters 2 is banging. 1 is still really, really good. 2 is still really, really good. Fantastic movies. Afternoon, Miss Constance. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. We were talking about old, original, cartoony Disney movies translated into live action and how shit some of them are. We tried to keep it on track as much as we possibly could, but now we're just talking about movies in general, specifically first movie you went to see at the cinema. Now, technically, I was just telling people what mine was, but now everyone is sharing theirs, so join in. First thing you saw in the cinema. Again, mine was Home Alone. Know for a fact I watched The Mummy in the theater. You're retracing your steps a bit. You're not sure if you saw Batman in the theater or not. You would know that. Yours was Willow. Watched that on videotape. Never watched it in the movies. I wasn't old enough, I don't think. Hello there. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Xano, welcome in. I'm pressing the wrong button. Yours was Star Wars. Which one? There are 9. At the moment. Not including the sub movies. And oh my god, my controller died. I must have some juice left in it. Just about. The amazing Tony Silver is going to get the controller real quick. Don't be dead, don't be dead. Thank you very much. Quick swap. Oh my god! Disagree! Bastard! Happened last time as well. It decides to kill me the split second that I get control back. One of my daughter's favorite films is Willow. Most people it is, actually. The old one. Not any weird shit that tried to happen afterwards. Saw the town theater and showed old movies. Still, the answer was fine. Glad you saw it. It was banging. That dude's done so much fucking work since then. Thank you. Oh my god. Adrea, I'm just getting nuked. You gotta get him. Thank you. This dude is hitting like a truck. I mean, it doesn't help that he wasn't taunted, but the AoEs fucking destroyed me. Yes, I know I should have changed my my heal, but I'm not going to. I'm keeping it. Decided to be a child at a brilliant time for children's film. What? Run to the toilet? I hate that. Absolutely hate that. You sit in the cinema. You paid all that money to watch a movie, and then you get, I need a wee. You may need a wee, but you will fucking wait. While I don't miss this part. You have to run up to the back and go, excuse me, can you pause it? No, we can't pause it in the cinema. You need to. I don't want to miss it. Netflix would let me do it. So what was your favorite your first R movie? We're not on a date. I asked you the questions. Boing. We're still talking about people's first experience in the cinema. But yeah, you always get that one. It goes, I need a wee. Like, well, can't you go by yourself? No, I'm 3. Fuck it. Give a popcorn bucket, eat it quickly and go there, pretty much. Why do they always need a wee when the movie has just started? Remember my see Highlander Endgame? Oh, man. You know what? You've just said Highlander and Endgame, and they're nothing to do with this whatsoever. At all. But since you said game, Ready Player One, I really, really want more of it. It's supposed to be a second one, but we'll see. That was fan-fucking-tastic. Very recent in comparison to the stuff we've been talking about, but that was a brilliant movie. Perfect for nerdy gamers. Not shit ones that just play games because they're popular. I mean proper gamers, the nerdy ones that like games. Not the ones that complete it in 5 seconds flat on easy mode and go, completed it, get good. Not those ones. They don't count. Shit. Only one in the movie theater when you watch that? What the fuck? How? How is it even possible? The whole room followed that one person when he or she walks in and back out again. Yeah, they all know what you've been doing. You get up in people's way. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Sit down. Oh, child needs a wee. Oh, all right. Then you come back and you have to do that awkward walk through again. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. Kid needed a wee. You blame your kid for everything. It's their fault. You should. Thank you. Yours was Dennis the Menace. I remember that on fucking Sky years ago. Aren't there a couple of those though? That was an unusual one. I'm pretty sure most people don't remember the cartoon. Really weird though. The cartoon and the comic was well known in the UK, but it was an American production. Now I don't know where that stuff started as comics in the first place. It doesn't really matter, but it was one of those very British cartoons. But then there was two types. There was Dennis the Menace with the stripy shit, and then there was Dennis, which was a US-based cartoon, which I think is what they tried to base the movie on, but they called him Dennis the Menace, so it got really fucking confusing. Beano, it was Beano to start with. So there's two. There's Dennis with the blonde hair, and then there's Dennis the Menace with the stripes. And they called the movie the same thing. That was very weird. Film, not the cartoon. I actually had a geography teacher that painted his house in Dennis the Menace stripes. Also painted his car, which was a kind of, what's the word for it? Safari Jeep in Dennis the Menace colors, but tiger stripes. It was mad. Absolutely fucking mental. One of the best teachers we had in fucking school. Everyone wanted to be in his car or minibus when we were going on school trips because he'd have the fucking thing on 2 wheels round a roundabout. Yeah, my totally fucked up brain. I watched all 3 of those, but I can't tell you whether I watched MIB or Batman and Robin first, since both were the same year. Oh, Batman and Robin, not Batman. Okay, so we got close to an actual answer. Excellent. Happy days. Let's kill Rakat. Why is he on me? That's happening a lot today. Gotta be careful. Don't get dead. It's gonna go bang. 3, 2, 1, boom. Ooh. Not as much as I thought he was gonna do. Right, pizzas are going in. Oh yes, food is happening, people. We're getting food after stream. Let's fucking go. After the other day, with our rather successful stream, we managed to put together money for food, which was fucking great. So, went food shopping yesterday, and we've got pizzas to have tonight. Banging. I think I have... No, I don't. You've got aggro. You're good. Pizza. Yep. You're eating popcorn. Those two aren't the same, but since we're talking about movies, I'll allow it. Pizza, the other white meat. Correct. Next to chicken and chocolate. Chocolate. Chocolate's not meat. It is. It is. Otherwise, why would a Snickers make you feel hard as fuck? I rest my case. Eating meat off the bone, double hard. Eating pizza or Snickers, double hard. See? They're both meat. Popcorn, aka cinema nuggets. Yes. I explained this on stream before. Do you know what I used to love in the cinema? If you could fucking afford them. By the way, just go to Tesco's and take a carrier bag in with you. And take all the sweets you want. Don't buy them from there because they're too fucking expensive in the cinema. It's extortionate. You have to sell your car just to eat. For the sake of eating in front of people that want you to shut the fuck up. Anyway, minstrels. Do you remember those? Now, when we were teenagers, we definitely didn't do this, but you could, if you wanted to, rest it on your tongue and find someone bald in the cinema in front of you and go, and it would fly like a fucking saucer and then shatter on the back of the head. Definitely didn't do that. I'm just telling you a story that I was told, obviously. Chocolate covered chicken. Dude, we're jumping around all over the place, but I'm going to continue. In the, where my brain is going. In the US, when I went there, I finally had what they call chicken and waffles. This is on track with what you just said. And I thought, okay, we have waffles all the time. They're savory things that are made with potato type stuff. Great, that will be fine. Then I realized they were sugar based and then they covered it in syrup and loads of sugar. They had chicken with sugar. Like, what? And then they put gravy on and cheese on top of it. First of all, gravy and cheese don't go together. Secondly, sugar and chicken don't go together. What have you done to my food? And then I ate it and it was absolutely banging. Fantastic. So bloody good. Couldn't eat it all though. Place was fucking massive. Promised myself latte this morning because maybe I'll... Oh, maybe we'll get hot chocolate. Hot chocolate. Best movie experience I had was Iron Man 2. People in the entire hall. Oh, 2 people in the entire hall. Was the last week and they showed the movie in a small hall that you could also rent for private events, just paid regular. You can rent the hall for private events and there was only 2 of you there. Should be cheap. Puke. I know, it sounds really bad. Chocolate is necessary antidepressant. It is a public service. But yeah, they put all their stuff together and I was like, why have you done this to my food? You may as well have stuck it in a jug and liquidized it and made me eat it through my eyes. I don't understand what you've done. Who decided that the chef was allowed in today? And I had it and it was really fucking good. Boing. God, yes, minstrels are so good. Haven't had them in ages. You'll be pleased to know that as far as UK sweets and shit go, they still hold up. They're still pretty good. But you'll be unhappy to know that just like every other fucking franchise that has decided to charge out the nose for their product, you get half of what you used to get. Samsung phone dobbing. You're getting Samsung to shit over there. But yeah, they I think they charge like £6 a fucking packet in the cinema, maybe more. They're mad. I don't know why they charge so fucking much for it. You're not allowed to take your own food in, but they expect you to pay 4 times the amount. No, common sense would say I'll just bring a backpack. Because they can't fucking search you anyway. And just say, oh, I just finished work. Thought I'd come and watch a movie. Oh yeah, really? Yeah. And just don't jump around or run too quickly so they don't hear the rattling in your bag of £5 worth of 6 weeks worth of sweets that you got from Tesco's. Where the fuck is the thing? Did we blow it up? That's good. The one thing I remember about the cinema, taking your own sweets in, is that obviously it's pitch black, you can't fucking see. We bought loads and loads of sweets, stuffed them in a Sainsbury's bag, stuffed that in a backpack, and we were happy days. We were good. And we didn't really pay too much attention to what we brought. We just stuffed loads of stuff in there. And while I was watching, we had these things that looked like chewits. If you don't know what they are, they're kind of squishy sweets in a little packet. You have to open up the packet and then, great, they're nice, they're chewy. Opal fruits, fucking Frutella, whatever you want to call them. Those types of things. And they were loose in a bag. But I didn't realize what we had. So there's me, chewing on these fucking sweets. Like, they're a bit tough. Whatever, sweets are sweets. Got halfway through the packet, movie finished, light came on. I've been eating packets. They were covered in paper. I didn't fucking realize. Closest I got to minstrels was the moment I've got some counters with me at the moment. You got what? At the moment I've got some counters with me. What's counters? Thought I hated parties. It was her birthday. Party consisted of a session in this woman baths, McDonald's at a film, carrier bags of sweets with me crawling along the floor, disturbing stuff, distributing stuff to kids. I can read. It's been a very, very long day. That was the way to go, Turtle Swire. You had to do it. It was either buy enough sweets to feed 15 kids for 2 hours for a tenner, or have 1 Mars bar for 12 quid. Now that sounds dramatic, but I'm not far off. Also Galaxy, they're basically just minstrels about the shell. Oh, I see. Well, that kind of spoils it, because part of the fun is the fact that minstrels were in a kind of shell and they shatter on the back of people's heads. That was the fun. You took the fun out of minstrels, Unforgiven car park. I can't believe you did that. So basically, you've just got mush. And that's not chocolate either. They can't even call it that anymore. They decided that because it's got to have a legal amount of cocoa powder in it, it doesn't... cocoa in general, it doesn't count if it doesn't have the right amount. So they just called it, I don't know, sugar-based products. They have their own brand names now rather than calling them a type of food. They're lovely, I promise. I don't care. You've ruined them. The story was about them flying like a saucer. Now they can't. Now I would imagine they just go and splat. Robin had to eat the minstrels, if I remember right. Correct. Coyote knows, after making all those humans. Reminds me of the one time we ate Nutella while painting in oil. Which color was brown had, and we had to focus facing... You don't know what you're eating. Oh, you're eating paint and shit? Oh, I see. You had one of those dares where you're like, hey, eat this with your eyes shut. Just realized I've been in the stream and haven't even said hi, Zion Ninjas. I do apologize. Have one of these as an apology. Chicken attack. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. How are you doing? That's probably nicer than oil paint. I would say so. I mean, they're close. Oh, sick of fucking Nutella. I mean, we used to have what you would call chocolate spread as kids all the time. Not Nutella, because it was way too fucking expensive. But growing up, the girls had it. The two girls. There's 3 kids, 2 girls and a boy. And while they absolutely fucking loved it for a time, got fucking sick of it really quick, and so did I. The one I did like, though, and this was very expensive and very hard to get hold of in some places as well. They had, I'm sure you can still get this stuff, and I'm sure it's still very, very much a craze in America, but in the UK it's quite hard to find. They had a particular Snickers spread, and what it was literally just peanut butter and Nutella mixed in swirls and crunchy as fuck. They had that when we were kids, and it was fucking banging, but it was so expensive and so hard to find. Friend told me to drink coffee with cocoa mixed in, so it helps the brain productivity. So, a mocha. Had that tool, or a last variant of it. We had that too. Oh, you had it too. Yeah, in the US they have it all the time. Having one party with the kids back in the day, feeding them lots of surgery stuff, and then send them home. Boing! I'm going soon. Going after the next boss, because we did have a good start to this, and then the rest of the buffs have been shit. Plus, food will be ready soon. I need to go eat stuff. It's been a very, very, very busy weekend so far, and it's only the first day in. Technically, it's a 3-day weekend for the UK, but that doesn't make any fucking difference to me. Still be doing all the hours anyway, but today and yesterday were fucking exhausting. Got a shit ton to do for tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream will be a Conan stream, because we're going to be showing off the Blitz server, which is in Season 3. If you want to join it, it's free. Get on PlayStation, look for my name. You'll see it. The one that is locked, by the way, that's tied to Patreon. That's after the Battle Pass perk, which will give you access to 3 private servers. G-Portal in the chat if you want to make your own. You'll get 10% off because I'm a G-Portal partner. Enjoy. But also put Survival in the chat if you missed any of those VODs, because they are now on my second YouTube channel for survival games, where Dune will be. And also, the first playing of the early parts of Dune was uploaded to my YouTube channel the other day, so you can rewatch that if you missed it. But yeah, that's what's going on tomorrow. Doing Conan. After the boss, though, I gotta go. Need to eat. You need well-deserved pizza. That's exactly what it's called, actually. It's exactly the same brand. It's called well-deserved pizza. Courtesy of Iceland. Turtle Swatter. It's those tiny Chicago town ones, and they're banging. And we haven't eaten a lot today, so looking forward to that. We did have some chips earlier. We ended up in Costadel Weatherspoons, which was just full of twats, as you'd expect. Mocha never had that. I thought it was just basically 3 in 1 or something. We go coffee, like you like your coffee like you love your girlfriend, black. Fair enough. Well, yeah, basically hot chocolate and coffee mixed together. Mocha or whatever the fuck they want to call it. It was really nice to hear the lady say our shopping was healthy. She did. Tell us why I get this. You know what Iceland is, and most people in the UK know what Iceland is. We went through Iceland after we finally got some money to go and buy shopping. We got the things that we needed. We could have done with more, but we got the essentials. And when we went through the till with the essentials, the lady was like, that's a healthy shopping trolley. Now, it wasn't because the wheel wasn't wonky. It was because we had good stuff. Even though we did have loads of sugar in there too. Look at you knowing the different types of coffee. Imagine me and the person on the till judged your shopping. They did after I judged their hair, which was tragic. No, I'm joking. Each to their own. But yeah, she actually judged our shopping. She was like, ooh, quite healthy. Never had that happen before. There's coffee, go drink, and Mocha is strong as fuck coffee. You're just pronouncing them differently. Shut up. Or maybe covered in bees. Oh, you like your coffee like you love your women with a spoon in them? There was a... Oh, God. What the fuck was that? I think that was Eddie Izzard. I think he liked his coffee in a plastic cup, I think it was. I'm pretty sure that was Eddie Izzard years ago. It was? Cake or death? Coyote Astronaut's brain just fucking exploded. He's like, oh my God, you know these! I do know these! That's British humor right there, dude. Of course I know it. Cake, please. 100%. Read that already. Person judge you shopping, yes. Where the fuck am I going? Friend literally that and bragged about it. Maybe kinky, but he is freaky. Each to their own. So we're all out of cake. Oh, it's gonna have to be death then. Dude, that sketch is brilliant. And very old as well. It's years old. That's one of his stand-ups. Emergency cake. Emergency cake is the best cake. You have it after your original cake and before your end cake. Just in case. Don't give me focused efforts. I'm leaving. Don't give me focused efforts. I'm leaving. You'll have chicken. Funny as fuck. Right. Andrea, let's get the loot and get the fuck out of here. Mega Run, thank you for joining. Much appreciated. Don't give me focused efforts. Don't you fucking dare. Thank you. If you're not subscribing on YouTube or following on Twitch, those are free buttons that you can press on the internet. People love to press buttons, so do that. Also, if you're not following on socials, put socials in the chat for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, the website zoneofgaming.com, Patreon, Throne, Buy Me a Coffee, and merch. For support in the chat if you want to help support what the fuck happened last year so we can actually get back to normal and stop going 0-0 every month and clear some fucking debts. And if you're not following the new YouTube channel, put Survival in the chat. Funny enough, Jasper Carrot came on my recommended list. Jasper Carrot is a genius. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Massively appreciate the support, and I will see you all tomorrow for a Conan stream. Bye-bye.
God that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house.